Oh,
look at it. She bought that. Period.
what's the craziest conspiracy theory you think about, but you wouldn't tell nobody?
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You got one tapped in? Craziest conspiracy theory.
I can't.
Pizzagate. They all did that shit. They got the island. Yeah. Bill Gates. Goddamn. The first lady. Goddamn the Trump. Yeah. All of them. They tapped in.
Hey, Mike, what's your worst breakup story?
My worst breakup story? I caught him in bed cheating. I whooped that.
Oh man. That's sad. That's... All right, next question. What's heavier, a pound of pillows or a pound of pennies?
A pound of pennies.
Pound of pennies. This is the last one.
He can't even say it. He's getting jolly.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Yo, welcome to the New Normal Podcast. I want to tell everybody thank y'all for tuning in. If you're watching the video, make sure y'all like the video, y'all share the video, and make sure y'all follow the page. If y'all can't, please share the video. We need to get this out. We're going to have a great conversation. Awesome conversation. We're going to be talking about Bumble. If y'all didn't see what Bumble posted, I'm going to show you guys right now. This is what Bumble posted. Made an ad, a billboard about. And it said, full well, a vow of celibacy is not the answer. We're going to be talking about this picture right here. Ashanti, is this picture sexy or not?
Oh, that baby weighing on.
I'm gonna ask y'all this question: is women? Angela Simmons. What I said?
You said Ashanti.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ashanti been on my mind. I said that about three. I did it about 3 times. But who's harder on women when it comes to body shaming, women or men? Also, if you see this picture, if you see your baby mama getting to fight with her new boo, are you supposed to step in? Especially if your kid is right there in front of them getting into a fight. So, like I said, y'all make sure y'all like the video, share the video, and we're going to let everybody introduce themselves, and we're going to start from the ladies over to the man. Let's go.
I guess it's me. That means I'm first.
Yes, ma'am.
Later, so.
Hey, y'all. Kenya. I don't know what else. See, I usually have like a prompt to be like, tell your there.
You're supposed to tell your social media handles. If you want people to reach you, remember, if you want people to reach your social media handles, where they can find you, what you do, if they want to, you know.
Okay, so my name's Kenya. Okay, so my Instagram is purely Ken with 3 N's for Ken.
That rhymed. That was a bar. Okay.
Not trying to be a rapper there, but yeah, just follow me on Instagram. It'll link you to everything else. I'm from Birmingham. Y'all can tell by my accent, obviously.
What side you from?
I'm from the east side.
Oh, from the east side. That's
from
the best side.
Hey, I can tell by the accent.
The east side's the best side.
Okay, exactly. Anyways, what else? A social worker today. Working UAB. That's all.
Okay.
Hey everybody. My name is Amaya. I'm not from Birmingham. I'm from Oxford, Alabama. But my occupation, I'm a pharmacy technician, and I am in the process of getting my master's in social work. So yeah. Could y'all hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you just a little louder.
Oh, so I need to repeat myself?
No, you good.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
How y'all doing today? It's Christian Jones. Y'all can follow me on Facebook at Christian Jones, on TikTok at Christian Jones 7, on Instagram and Catch My Pics. That's catch_my_pics. You don't want to miss it.
Can you give them my social media? I forgot. I'm sorry.
Oh, we go back.
Okay, sorry. My social media on Instagram, that's where I'm most active, and on Twitter. My social media on Instagram is __.amaya. It's AMAIYA. Okay, that's it. All right.
So I'm going to read see if I turn this camera around. I never did this. Let's do some new shit.
I ain't gonna wait to go live to try some shit.
Right.
Let's do so. Cause it's my podcast. What you mean?
Excuse the fuck out of
Oh
me.
no, that shit too close.
Hey, that'll look good for them anonymous boy.
Oh, I forgot I had to zoom out. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. No, I don't like the way it look. The lighting is horrible. Okay. I was just trying some, guys, last minute because I was going to read this and put the camera on you. That's why I say I got to get a few more cameras. But right now, I'm going to show y'all this billboard. And it says, this is by Bumble, and this is a billboard in California. It says, you know full well a vow of celibacy is not the answer. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to share an article, and I'm going to read it real quick. And then I'm going to get everybody's take on how they feel about this article being posted.
This rare space. Is this a peer-reviewed article?
AP?
Yeah.
Is that good enough here?
Yeah.
Okay. AP says Bumble's billboard ads sneered at celibacy as an alternative to dating, and the company got stung. What does it say? It says San Francisco, the dating app Bumble got stung after running billboard ads that appear to sneer at celibacy as an alternative to meeting people online. Hopefully this thing load up. On Monday, the company backtracked and apologized for billboards that bore the message, you know what, full well a vow of celibacy is not the answer. Juxtaposed against an introduction to the new Bumble, the app launched a brand redesign in April in hopes of reviving their user interest, which has been lagging. Women on social media castigated the company for suggesting celibacy isn't a valid personal choice. Some online critics read the slogan as reflecting patriarchal notions that women should be willing to have sex with men even if they don't want to. An apology on Instagram, Bumble said it is removing the ads that it called a mistaken attempt to lean into a communities frustrated by modern dating. I'm gonna read that again. Bumble said it is removing ads that it called a mistaken attempt to lean into a community frustrated by modern dating. It said the company has long stood for women and their rights to fully exercise personal choice, but admitted that the ad campaign didn't live up to those values and apologized for the harm that it caused. The company also plans to donate to the National Domestic Abuse, the National Domestic Violence Hotline, and other organizations to support global efforts to support women, marginalized communities, and those impacted by abuse. The company said it will also offer the billboard space to those same organizations for ads of their choice. That's crazy. They want to donate to the domestic hotline after we seen what Diddy did to Cassie in that hotel. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask y'all ladies. You said Amaya, right?
Yes.
How do you feel about Bumble saying they were leaning into a community frustrated by online dating? What do you feel about that?
Well, I just feel like because sometimes I'll be on the dating apps. I don't be using Bumble, but
What's your dating apps of choice?
Oh, this is embarrassing. I am sometimes on Be Okay. I deleted the app from my phone recently though, so because ain't nobody on there talking about shit.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Oh no, like that's serious. Like I feel like everybody.
It's always been a joke.
Yeah, like it's really a joke. But I feel like most of the people on dating apps, they're seriously anyway. So they just on there looking for people to have sex with. So the whole, like vow the celibacy thing, saying that's not the answer. I think people are just fed up. Like they be out here looking for serious things, and people on these dating apps is playing. So
yeah.
I don't.
Kenya, what do you think?
I think that the way that they decided to approach it was wrong.
Okay.
I feel like that conversation could have been started so many other ways, but you chose like the avenue of celibacy.
Mm-hmm.
And if we really want to talk about celibacy and what it is,
no, let's really talk about it.
Okay, and like what it is and what it means to a person.
Mm-hmm.
It could be something like really serious, like why people vow to celibacy is something very private and serious, and it could be spiritual. It could be all these different things. So it's just like that way. It's a lot of approaches you could have took, but coming and then too, I'm big on like marketing. Obviously, they targeted an audience, which is a woman. They put a woman on the billboard.
Okay.
I'm not surprised that this is in California because
it's more liberal.
Yeah. I would never see that in this good old state of Alabama, but
So since we talking about marketing, I'm asking you, and we all can agree California is more liberal. Why did they miss the target when California is so liberal? Because I'm pretty sure
catering to their audience.
They thought they were catering to their audience,
right?
So how did they miss the mark this bad?
I mean, if I feel like if you got all the backlash, I don't know.
Hold on, I'm gonna cut you off because if that was posted in Alabama, everybody would be like, okay, we understand why you missed the mark here. Yeah. But it's kind of confusing for a California, and we know their stances on a lot of policies and stuff.
It's like I don't know if whoever the marketing person, did they do their research? Because I feel like they could have approached it differently. Like celibacy was not, like I said, it was not the way they could have. That wasn't an avenue they should have taken.
Right.
If they were gonna do that billboard, they should have put it up down here where niggas understand.
Catering to the audience. Like I said, catering to the audience. But like at the same time, if I get on a dating app, like everybody knows that this is something that's known. Like Amaya said, everybody knows that we get on. And some people talk about like, oh, I found my husband on and we just started doing this or whatever. But like we know the vibe. I was just I had shared a story about when I was in undergrad and how we had met these guys on Tinder and how they just turned out to be the total opposite of what we thought they were. But that's when Tinder was new. So it's like whatever. But we all kind of have this perception of what Tinder, Black, Bumble, all these things are. So I don't know. I don't like the way they approached it.
I want to say this, and this is just from my experience. Now, I've been married. I've been my wife 7 years. But I'm going to say this. When I was on dating apps, I was on POF, Tagged. Those were the things that was popular.
Oh, Black Planet.
Black Planet wasn't a thing. That was like when I was young. Yeah. But those was the apps. And I noticed this one thing. Dating apps is really a man's playground. It's where I can go on here and I can pick and choose. And like you say, you research based. I research a lot of stuff of why women typically get on apps. Well, a lot of women, and I'm not saying y'all, but a lot of women like to disguise themselves as looking for something serious. But they say typically women get on dating apps because they're bored. I'm sitting at home. I agree. I ain't doing nothing. I got my wine here. I'm just bored. Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna see it and I'm gonna swipe. What happens is a woman's boredom typically, what they say, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. Yeah. So when y'all bored, y'all swiping, then it get lonely. You know, vibrators and the bullets was popular. They got the rolls now, but your bullet didn't died on you, and you want. Your bullet done died on you, and now I'm swiping, or I'm on Tagged, and you in my inbox. I'm in your inbox. I'm like, hey, what you doing tonight? And that me just going over your house, because I've had this a lot. Go over someone's house and smash them that night. Literally see them, link with them within the next hour, and it was just a sexual exchange. Yeah. Right. And so, like I said, dating apps to me seems to be a man's playground. Also, for them to release an article to say this is a frustrated community at modern dating, they should have had some type of, I guess, wherewithal to say maybe celibacy is the response of people being upset. So why would you tell people that they're upset and hey, don't have this emotional response? It's like if I slapped you in the face. And I say, oh, you shouldn't be mad at me. You should just be okay with me slapping you in the face. Yeah. But I'm hurting over here. Right. And that's typically what y'all telling people, the women, when y'all say, y'all hurt community, but don't be celibate. Because from what I've never been on Bumble, from what I hear, women have to approach the men first.
They got to write you first.
So what that does is, if you're a person that's constantly on this app, and you've picked bad dude, at the bad dude, it kind of gonna lower your self-esteem to think, maybe I'm a bad judge in character.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about that?
I mean, but you can. That can kind of be the thing too with dating in general. Like, okay, is it me? Do I keep picking these bad people, or
they just horrible people?
is it really just right? Is it really the pool? It's just really what it is.
Oh my god!
I don't know.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you good.
You go.
I done
You
spoke
can-
already. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I agree. I actually agree with the celibacy being the response of people being mad. But that's kind of why I want to go celibate, because motherfuckers, all these motherfuckers don't deserve my dick.
Why they don't deserve it?
Hey,
I'm
cause
scared.
I ain't trying to stroke my ego, but
Usually
when somebody say that mean they about to stroke.
Yeah, right. We
I'm
just got done talking about marketing. Don't market yourself bad now.
just saying I'm good at what I do.
Oh hell.
And the reason I say I could agree with it because motherfuckers don't deserve it. So I feel like I'm thinking about practicing because the simple fact, the only person I feel like deserves to be that close to my body is my wife or my potential wife. Or, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I don't need to be just giving my dick out because it's too good. If I'm gonna just say it bluntly.
So I've had this conversation, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give my preference to the preface. I guess is how you say it.
Yeah, preface.
Preface to what I'm about to say.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Hookup culture.
Okay.
Is it bad or good? I'm gonna get y'all opinion.
It is.
It's good for exercise.
So
It's real good for
I
exercise.
don't know. Me personally, I can't speak for all women, but I'm an emotional being. Okay.
Mhm.
So, you know what I'm saying? I personally I tried the hookup culture thing. You know what I'm saying? You doing it good, I might start liking you. I can't keep doing this with you if you don't want to take me serious. I just feel like for me, hookup culture is not for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm just emotional, and if I care about you, I want you to care about me. And if you don't care about me, then what we doing this for?
Right. If you're watching this video, do y'all think hookup culture is good or bad? Put a 1 in the chat for yes. Put a 2 in the chat for no.
I feel like you can't. I feel like a woman could never just have a fuck buddy.
I feel the same.
Yeah.
I don't feel like. I know where you finna go. I know where you finna go.
Some
But
people probably
during
can.
the process, she's gonna have some type. She's too
Yeah.
emotional. She gonna have some type of feeling. Like if she ain't had no type of feeling, that wouldn't be her fuck buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like
that don't make sense because the whole
saying-
point of the fuck buddy would be just the sex, right?
I mean, yeah, but you gonna eventually like that person in some type of way. Women too emotional. Come on, man. We had this conversation all the time.
No,
men
I
and
look,
women cheat for different reasons.
right, but we just talking about fuck buddy specifically. Like, do you feel as if women can just have casual sex, be lackadaisical with their feelings, don't care anything about a man's feelings or their feelings? They can just bottle it up and just know, hey, when I meet this guy, it's strictly for sex and keep it that way. So you saying no?
I feel like they can if they got hoes. If they talking to like
that makes
niggas,
so hold on. Let me get some clarity. So if you think if they have a bunch of men, they can.
Cause it's like I got a man for this, I got a man just for sex. I got this nigga over here that gonna pay my bill. I still throw him a little coochie every now and then, but long he paying these bills. But this nigga over here, he's
so
strictly
okay.
for sex.
So
You know
but
what
if
I'm
she
saying?
has one F buddy,
Mhm.
then it's gonna be an issue.
If she got one fuck buddy,
Yeah.
eventually I say cause that man that's over there just strictly paying, she throwing a little coochie at 9, then he gonna eventually be like, hey, why we ain't fuck Tuesday? I just paid the bill.
I think it depends on everybody's.
And she
situation.
went over. She went over here to the fuck buddy
If we
and got some dick on Tuesday. The same day, this guy supposed to pay the bill, and he expected some coochie because he just paid. But she can got her rocks off already. I don't feel like. Now he like, hold the fuck up now. I just paid the power bill now. Like, hey, you gotta go.
But see, that's a relationship conversation.
I mean, yeah, it is.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When we blurt like those, that's how I feel like relationships, any type of relationship, when the lines get blurred and muddy, there'd be an issue. But I'm gonna let Kenya finish what she said on her thought because I'm gonna tell y'all what I say. Go ahead. What you finna say?
I feel like for one, if two grown adults get together and say this is what we want set our intentions to be, like that's what it is. So you can't get mad when it don't turn out to be what it is, or you can't really like say like, I was catching feelings, but I think communication is important. So if you start feeling things, you need to say something.
Mm-hmm.
You need to communicate and be like, okay, so I don't know what's going on right now, but this is feeling a little bit different. So let's cut this or whatever. But I have friends that do that. That's all they do.
Okay.
No
so
strings
let me
attached.
ask you. This is personal.
Yeah.
You had a fuck buddy?
No.
Never.
Never.
Amaya, right? You had a fuck
I
buddy?
have.
And the reason I'm asking, how did your fuck buddy situation go? Was it bad? Was it good? Or you just
wasn't. It was. We didn't catch feelings. Neither one of us caught feelings.
Mm-hmm.
We were kind of. Well, I'm not gonna say we. He was kind of in a space where like he had just broken up with his girlfriend, so I kind of figured like I was a
rebound,
and I was cool with that. I was just there for the dick anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I was and like you know if you got common sense, you know if somebody just broke up with whoever they was with, it's some feelings still there, and there's a strong possibility that might get back together.
Yeah.
And I was fully aware of that. So if y'all gonna get back together, cool. So I mean, we had that's my phone ringing. So I mean, we had not talked for a minute. Well, no. Actually, we stopped doing that because I had actually got a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we just had to cut it off that way. Like there were no strings attached. Like we was just doing what we was doing for the time being, and we didn't talk for a minute. And he hit me up, and I was like, "Can't do that no more. I got a man," and that was it. Like,
please, somebody call Donald Trump.
They'll probably him calling Rick.
I see you. Yeah,
motherfucker.
So I'm gonna say this. The reason I think a lot of situations or relationships have issues because they get the lines get muddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say this. This is from my experience. I've had plenty of fuck buddies, right? Plenty. And typically, this is what this is just a real deal. How the waters get muddy right here. I come over one day. We probably been smashing about a month, right? We never meet outside the bedroom or our place to meet up, whatever. And I'm laying there, and I say, "Hey, baby." I ain't gonna say it, baby. You're gonna say something like this. You be like, "You hungry?" And now we go out and get something to eat. Now I didn't just change the parameters because all we ever did
was meet in the bedroom.
But soon as I take you out to eat, now the woman is wondering, is this a date?
Well, I think that's a check-in. You need to check in and be like, okay.
You have to communicate.
But hold on. Hold on. This is the thing. The check-in doesn't have to be on my part because I understand it.
Right.
The check-in is supposed to be on the woman part, right? And typically, women always say this. I've heard it with a lot of my homegirls, women I've dated, doing a podcast. You don't address certain things because you know what it is, but you don't say anything because of the fear of what it could be.
That's true.
So if I know that I'm out here and I'm dating you, and we didn't went on this date, I'm thinking this is a date in my head. Me saying, "What is this?"
Yeah.
And you knowing in your head. And he says, "Oh, we just having sex. I was hungry." I would think I would be because this is how I thought of it. I'd just be an asshole if I just got up and said, "I'm gonna get some food and come back to your crib eating by myself." Right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being nice. I'm not really just an asshole. Right. That would be an asshole thing to do. But you saying, "Where are we? What does this mean? Why are we out here?" You're not gonna say that because if I go back and hit you with the, "Hey, we just fucking. I'm just being nice."
But then I'm questioning what is causing that fear of saying this is me getting therapeutic. Always why? What is causing you to have that fear as a woman to ask a man what is this? Why is there such a fear associated with it? Why is it like
judgment?
Why is it such a
this is a real talk. A lot of stuff we always like to just base things in just trauma. But a lot of stuff ain't in trauma. It's just judgment. That's why a lot of people like to say this. I'm an adult. Why should I lie? Well, the reason you will lie because you don't want nobody to judge you. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing philosophical or nothing magical or nothing. You don't want nobody to judge you. You don't want, if you don't, the reason you lie because you don't want this person you're lying to think you an ain't shit bitch or ain't shit nigga. The reason why you're lying about said thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People say, well, ain't nobody gonna whoop my ass. Yeah, but the reason you lying because you're trying to save face, because you don't want them to go out here into the community or in society to tell people, well, I had this type of interaction with such and such, and now everybody believes I'm just like this. Judgment and shame steers people from doing a lot of stuff, right? So if as a woman already, and see, this is why I say women don't play to their strengths. As a woman, put myself in a box, because me and mine work as boxes: wife, girlfriend, fuck buddy, other. Yeah, it ain't a ball of yarn like a woman's mind. It's you in a box. To place myself in this fuck buddy box, I know I have to hurdle myself to try to jump out of this. And it's a lot of judgment that comes with me being in this box. Mm-hmm. And that's simply why a lot of women don't want to ask what's going on and why am I here. What you finna say, Christian?
I was finna tell you, what you should have said was, look, I'm finna go get something to eat. Do you want something? This is not a date. We just fucking, but I'm gonna just go get you something to eat. That's what you should have said.
But I don't think as an adult, I should have to say all of that for food.
I mean, yeah, but
you don't think that's weird that I gotta say, hey, you hungry? What do you want? Come get something to eat. This is not a date. The reason I'm asking you because I don't want to be an asshole. It's just like, hey, we've been kicking it. Like, if I'm gonna spend a night over here, we gonna eat sometime. If you ain't finna get up and cook.
But a woman,
wait a minute.
But a woman,
I've had my fuck buddies cook for me.
Oh wow.
But
hold on. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. We gotta ask about that.
Yeah, definitely. But,
wow,
that's funny. But I would never. From the rip though, like, women emotional. So if you just got there, if I've been fucking a girl for
so okay, I'm gonna ask you this is just came to mind.
Go ahead.
So we talking about women being emotional. Where does that start and stop for a man though?
Where does it start and
stop? When I'm interacting with a woman, when in my brain does it gotta click in that I need to say at this specific time, oh, a woman is emotional. I know it from the jump, but I know in this moment in time, I got to address you a certain type of way because you're going to get emotional because this one thing in particular is going to make your emotions just click like that. That would be hard on a man. How do I know all of a sudden we 3 months and you never got emotional about anything else, but this one particular time I say, hey, let's go get some food. Now I got to be like, well, when we go get some food, this is not a date. Because I know women get emotional. Well, why you didn't get emotional when I put my Peter Wacker in you?
Well, I mean, that's understandable.
Does that make sense, ladies?
I'm saying she probably emotional, but she probably don't display it until you be like, all right, let's go get something to eat. Then she gonna be like,
this is the confusing part, and you should agree with me on this.
Probably so.
As a man, you don't think you'll be more emotional over me giving you penis instead of me taking you to get something to eat?
You would think that, but with females, it's always the small things.
What ladies? What do y'all think? Do you think a woman should be more emotional over someone entering your body, or me saying, "Hey, you want to go get some food?"
I mean, sex is a very emotional, passion-driven, thing, especially if you actually like it and you're invested in it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like both should be.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
I put it like this: it's a difference than fucking and leaving and fucking and cuddling. Big difference.
I think what would make it, because y'all are just fucking, so it's between y'all, it's in the bedroom, and then y'all going to get something to eat, you in front of other people, y'all together in front of other people. Okay, so that may be what makes it different for certain women, even though they already know what's going on. Being out in public and being outside the bedroom may make it different. I don't know. Maybe that's just how
it just makes you want to just bust.
Hey, so I'm gonna say this. How do anybody know what y'all got going on? And this goes back to my 50-50 argument. Women say I ain't going 50-50 with a nigga with the whoop, but a lot of women are going 50-50. But why is that a conversation? Because who supposed to know what's going on in your household? Same way, who supposed to know that even if y'all going out to eat or something like that, why are you worried about being in front of other people? Because that goes back to my topic, judgment. You're worried about what people are going to say when they see me and this dude out getting food. Now you're wondering what society's going to say, what other people think. Typically, all that goes back to judgment. It's not really trauma. It's because, and you can look this up, it's just they keep up with the Joneses theory. It's just that all it is. And so now you as a woman don't want to be in public, and you might see a couple over here. Oh, they look like there's someone in love, and he's talking to a certain type of way, holding her hand, smacking her butt, kissing on the cheek, do whatever. You know they're a couple.
Yeah.
And now you out with this person, and it's awkward because this y'all first time being together.
Right.
That awkward feeling sometimes it's like, now I need to figure out what's going on because now we're in a new space.
Right.
But then as a man, like I said, it goes back to when does it start and stop for me to say, oh, women are emotional. I need to address this particular situation right now because I know you're emotional. Because I knew you was emotional from Jump Street.
It's probably not going to get addressed until she says something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
So that's why I said the burden on that, because even to have sex really lies on the woman. If you don't say yes or no, you know what I'm saying? Because if you say no and we having sex, of course that would be.
So see,
Right,
I got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
You ever had a fuck buddy that just randomly be like, hey, let's go do something?
Yeah.
So
How did you?
I feel like, yeah. Okay, first, what was your response to it?
Yes.
So,
They said I could think of one, and one of them said, hey, let's go play paintball.
So do you feel like that should be the point of decision? That should have been a point of decision?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
So y'all just friends?
We just friends. That was to me in my mind. I'm just thinking like, hey, because this is how I look at stuff. I enjoy your company when we are together. We talk good, we laugh good, it's fun.
Okay,
we ain't got no.
But you don't think that's an emotional investment outside of sex?
Yeah, I agree. But even if it isn't an emotional investment, I understand why we are here.
Okay, then. So why y'all just at that point you might as well just make it your girlfriend?
No, because you don't want that title because the title means something. Just like you don't make everybody your wife because the title means something.
I mean, I understand that, but
and you hold on, let's be clear. You didn't really actually play wife with other women without giving them the title. Because going that extra step means something.
It does.
But that title just put the icing on the cake because they say goddamn women start acting different when we put the ring on.
It just depends. It depends. Like I'm personally, I'm gonna say if you ain't made your woman work for being married, it's a difference than a woman that just feel like she deserves marriage.
Work, you can do all that shit.
How about we work
together? They put that goddamn when you slide that motherfucker.
I beg the difference. I beg the difference.
The next day, she a totally different one.
I think it's work on both.
My wife got better when we got married.
Shit, my fiance got worse.
Yeah, mine got better.
She was lazy before the ring. That motherfucker ain't shit.
But if you knew she was lazy before the ring, why give her a ring?
Because some fair. Okay, the reason I was so accepting to the whole not doing shit when you off is because you travel for work. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't like you said, I'm not no asshole. So if I come home and you just got home a day ago from traveling, all right, cool. I watch the clothes fold. You know what I'm saying? Even though I just worked a 12-hour shift now. But if I can't sit down and goddamn emotionally relieve myself just by talking to you and you don't want to listen, that's what the problem for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
that should have been something that was discussed. Y'all could have made a schedule or something about who gonna do this when.
That's why I feel like it gotta be work on both ends. So
we did.
And you didn't follow it.
I didn't follow it.
Y'all didn't follow it.
I know y'all because I still did it.
She didn't follow it.
I'm talking about. I just remember specifically one time we staying together, and I told her I was like, look, I don't like dirty clothes on the floor. You off today? I asked her. I said, can you wash the clothes on the floor, fold them? You know what I'm saying? Even if you want me to put them up, I will. But can you just wash them for me? That's all I need. So I go work 12-hour day. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all know what I do, so this ain't no sit in the office for 12 hours.
Right. Yeah.
So I get, I'm tired. Yeah. Goddamn shit. So I get, you know what I'm saying? I get off, call her. Hey, you need something on the way home? Whatever. Are you good? Get to the house, close, still sitting there. I was like, why you ain't You know what I'm saying? So why you ain't do that? You know, that's why I asked you to do, because you know I don't like dirty clothes on the floor. If you're gonna have dirty clothes, at least put them in the hamper. I just don't like the clutter type shit. You know what I'm saying? So at least do that. And she hit me with the I'm sorry, I was lazy today. But shit, you can't be hitting me with that 3 times out the week. Like, hold the fuck up now. Like shit. Like, put a ring on. You can at least fold the clothes. Like, God damn now.
But that's your problem. That's your issue because she gonna get worse because you rewarding bad behavior. If she was already lazy,
I feel like that was my problem. Though.
Yeah, if she was already lazy, then you can't do it. That's why I say for a ring, a woman. This is why I say a woman has to work for a ring, because if you like older women say, and this is whole true to this day, why buy the cow if the milk is free? If I'm already getting what I need to get, I ain't really got to marry you. If I'm having sex and we not staying with each other, we didn't already immersed our lives with each other, like we paying bills together, and you know we do. If we do,
I don't believe in that.
yeah, that if you already, especially if you start shacking up with somebody, I don't have to marry you. And then, like I said, if I didn't, especially if I got your younger years, if I got your younger years, and now you wake up, let's say we did 7 years, like 23 to 30. Now you like we wake up, well, it's no progress. You don't plan on marrying me with the whoop. I'm finna go. Baby, you 30 years old now, trying to go back out here on the day market. We've been together 7 years from 23. Like I'm ingrained, like I'm literally imprinted on your whole rest of your whole life.
Yeah, just because of some fact how long y'all been together.
Right. So that's why I'm saying a lot of women play themselves because they don't play to their advantages at all. Though it's a crazy, it's like a conundrum because us as men, we don't even know we really like a chick until we have sex with them.
That's true. That is true.
But then the woman runs the risk of having sex with a dude and he not liking you.
That's true too.
Or he does like you, but doesn't see a future with you. And that plays a part too, because you be like, okay, he's still here.
You know,
it's all about boundaries. Yeah. What you gonna go for and what you not gonna go for.
What you gonna let slide, what you're not gonna let slide.
So if
right, but then I always ask this question: what is a more stronger boundary than giving your body to somebody?
That's true.
That's always the part that muddies and messes up relationships, because after sex we can talk about boundaries all we want to, but baby, do you see this nasty ass shit I'm doing to you?
No, and that's what I was about to. The first thing I told after the first time we had sex, this is the very first thing I told my I said, I see why you got these niggas out here doing what the fuck they doing and going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all shit fine. I'm just look, my willpower. Sex just ain't sex. Like you got to bring more to the table than just sex.
But you gave her a ring when she was lazy.
I mean, yeah, but some fact she got that. She took me out of the country for my birthday. She, you know what I'm saying? She doing a little
making up to other places.
Yeah, I'll say that. But at the same time,
you know what? This is some real shit. My granddaddy, and I didn't the granddaddy that I knew as a kid. And the granddaddy that I really got to see as an adult was two totally different people. But he did the same stuff, but how I perceived the things that he did was different, right?
Understood it different.
He was like, he would buy stuff for you. But he would but the gift would come on the back end of him doing something messed up to you. So he would pacify you. So just like you arguing about the clothes or having a conversation about the clothes, it's like, I don't want to do that. It's easy for me because I already go to work and I'm gonna get the money. It's easy for me to just take you on a trip and shut you the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people do. A lot of people get
even but you know what's crazy? I feel like I did like that.
What?
I feel like I got deal. I feel like my ex did like that. Because she took me on the trip for my birthday, and while we was out there, my birthday came. And like I said, we was at a resort, you know what I'm saying, out the country or whatever. And the day of my birthday, the main reason we're there celebrating, I was walking around the resort by myself because she was in her sleep all day. So I was by myself for my birthday. Even though we was on the trip and you know what I'm saying, the most important day for me the whole time was my actual birthday, and she in that motherfucker sleep. She don't want to get up.
But a lot of stuff show you where you are and also what you accept.
That's true.
Because certain things, this is real talk. Certain things in relationships we can't tell people. You can't tell a person, man or woman. I see why niggas or women out here chasing behind you because you got that fire. That's the worst thing you could tell a person.
That is true.
Speeding that ego.
That mean her coochie got you
Right.
under control.
Speeding that
And
ego.
so when
Speeding the ego.
and when she
I wanna say
understands and when she understands that, she understands she can get somebody to replace you, because that's the easiest thing to give away at this point in time in life for especially a lot of women is vagina. She can replace you because it's gonna be another dude come along to fill that emotional void that she need for another 6 months to a year. She get rid of him, do the same thing over and over. And what happens is typically women just get tired, they get burnt out.
Yep.
Shit, she pregnant now, so
Well, she's the baby mama. You was talking about this earlier. This is a woman that you had in such high regards to marry. And now when you look at her, she decides to become a baby mama. How do you feel about the person? Do you feel like that's the same person you decided you was gonna marry?
no, I realized that wasn't the same person. I decided.
Or was it the same person? You just overlooked a lot of stuff.
Mm.
No,
That
That's probably what it.
no.
that's what
Listen,
happened.
the reason I say it wasn't the same person because she changed up why we were together.
Yeah.
I told her straight up, you ain't the same person I fell in love with. I told her straight up.
I know that hurt deep. That good.
Oh, cause and we talked about this before. About
Yeah.
the, you know what I'm saying? She had the BBLs and the reconstruction facial surgery or whatever. And I told her after she had that, I was like, I mean, you don't look like the person I fell in love with.
Yeah.
I mean, she changed that shit up while we was together. So especially now, I definitely can't be like, you know what I'm saying, that's supposed to be mine, because she ain't the same person I fell in love with fucking 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. So, yeah, and I feel like that come from self-esteem issues. Well, I feel
It's
like
a lot.
any
It's a
reconstruction
lot.
surgery come from self-esteem issues.
It's a lot of attached to that.
So,
What you think? What's attached to women getting BBLs?
Now I'm like in between with it. I agree with it because, like, okay, for example, SZA said she got her BBL because, and I love SZA. She got her BBL because she's like, I'm already good enough, but this is just like enhancement. Like, this is what she said, like something about a purse. Like, this is just me getting a designer purse. Like, the money there, I got everything I need, but she was just like, I did it to enhance.
so you're gonna risk your life though.
Now that's the part that I'm just like, safety wise, because I think about DC Young Flies.
Man.
That is insane. But you know, I do think it is definitely attached. This one is like slippery slope. Like, it's attached to you not liking yourself in some ways. But I hear women that say that they do it because they're very confident and they just want to, like SZA said, I just want to enhance. Because SZA lost all that weight before. Because I've been following her since like 2014.
Yeah,
like when
bigger.
she's totally changed who she is. Like
To her face.
all that. And
Yeah,
I
look
saw
like
her.
she like feel like-
How do you? That's weird. How do you change something that you're confident in, though?
That's what
That's
I'm confused.
That's weird.
with.
If I'm confident in who I am
Sure.
as this person, I'm confident in my breasts, my hips, my cheekbones, my feet, all that. If I'm confident in that and that brings me confidence, why would I change it? Because we see so many times when women do go under the knife and they hate the results that they get too.
Right. I mean, I've seen really good BBLs. I'm like, wow, you look amazing. And then I've seen something like, I've seen more. Oh my gosh, like the botch stuff. I'm
Right.
like,
Because they go to
God.
extreme, but it's for attention.
I think it has something to do with society, of course.
Yeah.
What you
Yeah.
mean?
Like,
Okay, so before you go there, I gotta ask this question. Both the ladies.
mm-hmm.
Do men like BBLs or natural bodies?
that's a question for a man. I don't know.
I'm asking you what you think.
Well, from what we hear in music, what we see on social media, what we hear men
Influence.
talk about.
Your your everyday life, the people that you come in contact with, the guys you might
I
potentially
know
date.
more men
your
that like
fa-
natural than
Yeah.
BBL.
I
Okay,
agree.
so when you understand it, because like you gotta think about it, like most of the people that we see with, of course,
But
you
for
got a
one,
lot,
we in the South too.
but still, there's a lot of people that have been street interviews and they ask men in other regions of the country.
That's just
Na-
like people asking. I think I saw a video where a guy was like, "Do you prefer natural or like weaves, wigs, all that stuff?" I feel like guys always say, "I prefer natural," and
But in
then when they
reality-
give you real natural, it's just like, no.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Hold on, it depends. Like, this is what I always say. Men are like this. We know what we don't like until we see something we do like, right?
Okay.
So, for instance, I personally don't like BBLs,
Mhm.
but I've seen the women with nice BBLs that look natural. That be like, okay,
Yeah,
you did good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like, I'm cool. But I understand overall, like I say, 95%, I'm not gonna like BBL because it's so drastic. It's
Yeah.
so some of them bought the upkeep. A lot of women are broke trying to go, and it's like it's like buying a BMW and then complaining it's a $300 oil change.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So like a lot of people are doing that. Go ahead.
You know why I don't like BBL?
Why?
The psychological results you get from it. That motherfucker be making women go like psychological. That shit fuck their head up.
How many times have we heard men say, and this is probably what you experience, whether we have a lot of men that have said, yeah, my girl got a BBL and broke up with me and changed the number and moved away and thought she was somebody totally different just to come back to the city 5-6 years later with the results that she didn't think. We see so many women in Amazon pushing pallet jacks with a BBL. Like this makes no sense. Like it's a lot of women thinking soon as you get the BBL, a bigger butt, bigger breast, change your face, you're gonna be in these arenas with these men. Y'all are only making yourselves blow up dolls at this point.
Look at what they're doing. Cause all
It's so
of them
common.
starting to look
Yeah,
alike.
it's so common, and
That's what
when it's so funny when I had this conversation. Like, the men that have sex with a woman that ain't got nothing, men that have sex with a woman they got all that physically.
I think too. My thing is, okay, if you're gonna do it, make sure that you know the risk that you're taking when you do it. Like I'm always if you're gonna do it, you need to make sure you know everything that comes with it. You need to know the attention is gonna be different. You need to know that probably people are gonna start throwing themselves in front of you and all these things. You're gonna get all these different it's levels to it. But if you know that and you sign up for it, I mean, what can you really say? Because you signed up for this.
Right.
Nobody forced you to get it. Nobody said, lay on this table, let me work on you. Like nobody did that. So you knew what was coming with this. If you aware, I'm all about if you make a decision and you are aware of every side of it, then you made the decision.
All right.
But at the same time, I also know, like I said, the safety and me just being who I am and somebody that cares about other people, the risk. You see multiple situations of where risk just really like risk versus reward, right? It outweighs every time. Yeah. I personally wouldn't get one because like I said, the risk is just it's too much. It's way too much.
But I see your body. Your body not it's nice.
I work out. I try to be, take care of myself, whatever. But I'm not gonna be the one to say, oh, you can get that same body if you just work out in the gym. That takes so long. Yeah. Like working out.
But see, that's the issue that we run into now.
Yeah.
Because we got home cooked meals and then we got fast food restaurants.
Yeah.
It's easy for somebody to go lay on the table and have 3 weeks of recovery, or do you want to spend like some women that have really nice bodies been in the gym years?
Yeah.
We ain't
a lot of time,
right? A lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of trial and error, a lot of
commitment and discipline,
right? And a lot of people just don't have that.
But I think
they're too lazy to do it.
That just comes to like what we want in society. We want everything fast.
Everything
got to be fast money, fast.
Why you think niggas sell drugs?
Exactly, it's fast money. It's fast money. So like,
but get what, they ass end up locked up.
Right. That's risk versus reward. Yeah. Am I finna be in the gym and working and putting in my time? And no, to me, that's like. It's like another side of it. It's just like, wow, I worked really hard for this.
You know what I called it? A girl that go to the gym and changes her body like that. I called it a natural BBL. That's the only BBL I fuck with.
See, what baffles me with people is we've seen this script before.
Yeah,
we've seen the dope boy script. We see how that ends.
Right.
We've seen the BBL and the botched faces, and we see that y'all typically, most women don't get the men that they think they deserve, or the baller, or the lifestyle they think. Like, we've seen this script a million times. Let's say everything goes good when you start out, but where are you trying to go and where you're trying to end? Most people never make it to that destination, and people are still steadily falling into that same old trap, same rigmarole, same I'm gonna do this different, and we'll do if you ain't finna take the short, the long, narrow road, bro.
If you make a decision and you know what come with it, you can't really, you gotta commit to that. If you gonna make a decision, you gotta go and you gotta accept everything that come with it.
Yeah.
So that's my whole. If you gonna do it, girl.
So since we talking about that, this is a good segue to this.
Okay.
The Angela Bassett.
Angela
And not Angela
Simmons.
Bassett.
Angela Bassett got that body.
I hope
Okay,
Angela
I
Bassett
was-
is like this. Angela Bassett looking like this.
Nah.
Right.
So the reason I'm posting this picture right now, and y'all make sure y'all share the video, like the video, make sure y'all put in the comment section. Answer this question: who's harder and who body shames more to women or men? Ladies, what do y'all think?
Who body shame, bro?
Yeah, who body shames more?
I think it's just kind of like how Black people, we are our own worst critic. So like it's that same concept just translates over to women. We are the same type. Like it's refreshing when you find women that are just like, oh, like when you walk, be like, girl, you're so cute, or you know, like that's refreshing. Because I also see where we don't get that and we don't see that. Like we don't see that, you know, people being team girl or, you know, I'm team girl or whatever. But I think women are.
Yeah.
We are, yeah. And I think it's the thing of like, maybe I see something in you that I don't have.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just gonna like tear down and be, you know, catty and like tear you down because I want what you have. Like I personally think Angela Simmons' body is beautiful.
I do too.
It's very beautiful. I'm all big about like being body positive, so I think it's very beautiful. I actually like tried. She's an inspiration for me in the gym and like things like that.
It just look like a draw too big. That's all. That's
know what it
all.
is?
Well,
Let me go
it's
back
the
and
way
look
that
at
bikini, the bikini.
It's
made.
that and the way she posed.
Yeah, it just look like a draw
Yeah.
too big.
And then like how she on her feet tippy toes right there.
Yeah,
It's weird.
She
It
just
look
know
like
how to
she
take
hurt. It
pictures.
look like
She
she
don't know how to
hurt
take
right
pictures.
there, but
Yeah,
on
she
the
don't know how
left.
to. She don't know how to.
I
take
think if she
pictures.
would have
Yeah,
posed
she
a little
yeah,
different,
she
then
just
she
don't know how
wouldn't
to
have got
take
no
pictures.
backlash.
She never been a
Yeah.
good picture taker
Yeah.
to me. She
Yeah.
never been a good.
Was you here when I said that? Was you?
No,
here?
No, I wasn't.
Well, we feel the same way because I said the exact same thing that you
Yeah, I
said.
don't think
But
she
her
just
body
don't know how
is
to take
not
pictures.
bad
The
at
body
all.
is
No, it's
She
not.
look good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the body is
Angela
fine.
Simmons look good. Like
I
Gotti got
also
one.
too think Yo Gotti is shorter than she is.
Yeah,
so
she
she
is.
trying to
She
like.
is.
She
To
trying
hide
to
the
like.
fact
But then
nobody-
yeah.
So she compensating for this nigga shortness.
I don't think it's short.
She was trying to hide the fact that he
I
was
mean-
short and then ended up getting backlash. It's crazy.
Because he
Wow.
gripping it. He going crazy. He gripping it. He going crazy with it.
Yeah, like she ain't got no bad body. It just don't need pictures. She just don't know how to put. She just look a damn fool.
Which there is an art to posing.
It
There is an
definitely
art.
is.
Yeah.
That shit hard, actually.
Yeah,
It's harder than most people think it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
trust me, I know.
Yeah.
So-
oh yeah.
I love a
Oh,
peace
yeah,
sign.
I'm a model, so y'all go follow your boy
Oh,
once
so
again. On
shameless
Instagram,
plug.
Facebook, and TikTok.
So we always talk about society, this, society, that, body shaming, being hard on people and stuff like that. Now, I'm personally okay with certain levels of body shaming. And why I say that is because when I grew up, women, and I used to see my mama say this a lot to her sisters, to the women that was around her, my cousins, wear stuff that's flattering to the body. Now we have a lot of women who don't have the body type or the shapes, wearing some things that just looks horrible to the body.
But I feel like that's more of where you at.
What
Like,
you mean?
Confident.
in the no location. 'Cause in the South is a lot of more heavy set women than it is out in the West Coast.
That is true.
So, but you know, in the South, motherfucker gotta wear shit like they stay out there in the West Coast.
For the
Motherfucker,
confidence.
yeah, they go shop on Fashion Nova for they wear 40, but they gonna go buy 35 so it could fit.
Yeah, but at the
Like,
same
bitch, you
time,
know we see that goddamn fool.
but this go back to this will go back to what I
I
say.
understand that, but don't be out here. Okay,
You
that's just like
okay? Hold on. So I'm gonna say this before you go.
All right.
So this is my thing. If you have a certain type of body, you should know and shopped around enough to know. For instance, if you're a heavier set person, it's hard for you to wear cheap clothing or thin clothing to hold your body together a certain type of way because it doesn't have the form that your body needs
I
to
agree.
wear it. And so that's another thing. So like when people be talking about like Fashion Nova or when Rainbow was a thing, and I used to see how them big girls going in Rainbow, like, baby,
You don't need to be
you need to
in
be
here.
in there.
Yeah, you don't need to be in
You
here.
need to spend a little bit of money for your clothing,
Yeah.
a little bit more money for your jeans, a little like for instance.
But why is that though?
What you mean?
Like why do they have to spend more money?
Because it's more material.
More material.
Shit.
Well, the companies,
It
these
take more-
companies need to be
Hold on.
Exactly.
Look, a 2X in shirt at Polo is gonna cost me more than a medium in shirt.
Why? That's a thing. That's problematic. Why is that a thing?
Cause production. It take more material to make a 2X than to do a medium.
But I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
So if it costs more to buy a 2X than it does a medium, wouldn't it be easier for me though in the long run to just lose weight and be in a medium where I save money, look better, confidence is might be higher, instead of telling the company to meet me where I'm at? Because even when it comes to dating, nobody says meet me where I'm at. We always talk about elevate. We got to push this person to be more like, baby, I'm trying to push you to your goals and your dream. Like if you get what a dude right now, and he was the same nigga for 15 years, same job, no income increase, same body, like you see no progression, you would be like, I'm with a bum. You would say that. Okay.
Well,
so the same thing when it comes to this company. Why would you ask a company to conform to your body type? Especially if I'm making money. If I'm making money.
Also, too, I think people. Well, now the
Gotta go bathroom.
There you go.
I told y'all.
Hey, you'll give me some ice when you're on the way back. I appreciate it.
You gonna get beside me? That go into it. I can't really say it's you could just go in the gym and lose weight. Like there are so many things that cause people to not be in the space to lose weight.
Is that an excuse, or we need to find solutions to make sure?
We need to find solutions.
Okay, so it don't matter what's going on because you can go to the doctor. I don't care. Like I hear women talk about thyroid, this and all of that. With the whoop, I'm bigger, hormones.
So then I'm thinking, do you have insurance? See, I'm a social worker, so I'm thinking like, what is causing you from not being
there? In America, there is no excuse for you to even say because I don't have insurance. Because you could literally people literally go get apartments and don't pay their bills. You could literally go and get diagnosed and figure out what's wrong with you and not pay a hospital bill.
Okay, but there's people with a fear of going to the doctor due to other things.
There's but if we just go keep making excuses.
I don't think it's an excuse. It's not an excuse. The excuse is, okay, why in America are we this way then? Why is our government the way it is? Are these fears there? Why?
Okay, so these are talking points. These are typically female talking points, but I'm gonna say this. The reason that it's like that because we have people that run us that deem this is necessary and everybody else just falls under it. The good thing about the world, especially America, you can opt to go find somewhere else to stay. Not saying that you should. I'm just saying just like you could look at a government, you can see how it's run, you can look at the system, you can look at the people, you can look on the internet and see how on the graph how happy those people are over there. You can actually go visit these countries and see what it's like. Sometimes it's so crazy now that sometimes you can join groups on Facebook to where y'all could travel together and do stuff to where it's not even as expensive to do. And like I said, if it comes down to your life and your health, there is no excuse. And I'm a firm believer for what you want in life, especially being in America, there should be no excuse. I don't care if you try to put racism in it. I don't care if you try to put you a man in there. I don't care if you try to put your woman in there. I don't care if you try to put you trans in there. You're trying to break the mold. If you're trying to do something that's never been done or trying to do something that's difficult, it's always going to be some barrier there. And it cannot be no excuse. You just have to do it. You have to just pull up your big boy, big girl britches and get this shit done.
There is some intrinsic things that need to happen. So something internal needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Either it's internal as pushing me to be like, I need to fight for other people to make sure that this is happening. Like you said, breaking the wall. Somebody got to get up and do it. Somebody got to get up and say, this need to change.
So I'm going to ask you this question that I asked last night.
Okay.
Do you think some people are predisposed to be victims?
Yes.
Okay. So there are going to just be people who ain't going to make this shit. It's going to be people that's going to have issue after issue. It's going to be people that see you a fat, sloppy person and I can take advantage of you that if
Oh, no. I just get what you said. No.
Yeah, you predisposed, like you wake like you're just gonna be a victim no matter what happens.
Anybody can be a victim. Y'all can walk outside right now and be a victim.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But there are some,
I get what he's saying.
But there are some people who's always a victim
from day one.
From day one, because let's say this: you could be a victim going in there to buy a car, thinking you got a good deal, and then the person it's a bad deal, a limit, or the financing aspect of it was horrible. Right? Yeah. You could have got a horrible interest rate. You think you got a good one.
Is that not associated with like ignorance or misinformation, or like you may not know? Because to be honest, if I was walking to the car dealership, I don't know what to say to them to make it be like.
But to them though, if you walk, say it's two of you, and one of you walking in the car dealership like, hey, I want this car at this price. I goddamn need this bank financing it, and I ain't going over this interest rate. Them motherfuckers gonna look at that you like, okay, this motherfucker knows what you talking about, so I really can't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the other one go, look, I'm just want a car. I like that one, and what do I gotta pay to do? Oh, they finna run all over them. That's what he's saying. Like, it's different people in this world. So if you come in this world and people know that you're naturally to yourself, you reserved and you nice and this, that, people are going, you automatic, naturally people gonna take advantage of you just because you're nice.
I mean, I do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I would say this too. And this
predator,
prey versus predator. We talk about it. But we got to talk about this, and this got to be a thing. People don't position themselves in life to win either. Life is really about positioning themselves. Life is about education. Life is about reading. This is some real shit. When you got when America's reading level, average reading level in America is like 5th grade, what do you expect?
That's true.
But once again, that's system.
Reading is not a system. I know. No.
How is reading not a system?
No. Come on. Reading is not reading. How is reading not a system?
I say that because they put in front of you what they want to. So you might read an article about the government, but it's probably so much more to that article that they're not telling you because they don't want you to know.
Exactly.
So
hold on.
So you don't feel like that's systemized?
No, because you talking about an article.
I'm just saying, using that for example.
So that's just like when I say it's Fox News and CNN. Both of them gonna have what they want you to know, and both of them gonna say two totally different things. They set them lined up, but it depends on what you educate yourself on to think that you align with. So that's why you got Democrat, liberal, Republican. They all gonna have their talking points, their agenda. Just like even you got the people like your Dr. Umar that say this, and then you got your other people like Thomas Sowell that say this. Depending on what you educate yourself on and what you read and who you feel like you align with and your core values, that dictates a lot of stuff. Yeah, so it's not my job if I write an article to put everything you need in the article so you can educate yourself. That's weird.
I mean, I understand that part, but at the same time,
when you in school write a paper,
you always gotta have that thought of it's more to this of what.
And if people aren't teaching you that, then you gonna stay in this cycle of just taking stuff on face value.
Okay, when motherfucker come to a female come to you and be like, my nigga cheated on me. First thing you think is more to this story than what you're telling me.
No,
you don't think that?
No, I don't think that at all.
So when a female be like, my nigga cheated on me, you don't think it's a reason why he cheated on her? You don't think she gave him a reason why she cheated?
No.
Why he cheated?
Or vice versa.
Or vice versa? No. Yeah, vice versa. No. So you never think. So,
no, okay, this is a real shit. And we're going by the scenario you gave me. I'm just going by what you gave me.
Okay.
I always just think people ain't shit, and people just want to. Sometimes people just want to scratch your itch. It'd be simple as that for me. But I don't be like, oh, he beat her, oh, he ain't paying bill, oh, she been holding out on coochie. That's why I don't think I don't go in that deep of a thought because I feel as if relationships have ebb and flows, as good as bad as all of this stuff that goes into it. It's not just a one size fit all thing. So for me and my worldview and how I view things, and that's why I tell people part of the reason I have a podcast because I want people to come on here and let's have a talk about different perspectives. different perspectives and people being able to view us opens people's minds up to where they can click on it. Like this information that we're talking about now, that we all got different perspectives, all got different views, but people can come across it and people could not click on it. People can sit on their timeline right now and not click on it and miss information that we could give out to make them open their mind. I mean, so you mean to tell me I got to go and say, "Hey, nigga, click that video because it's some stuff you need to." No, like it depends on. So, this is some real shit. Some people they tell us this. If y'all from the South, you've been in church, they tell you favor ain't fair.
That's true.
Some people are gonna get some stuff that you ain't gonna get. Some people are born geniuses. Some people can graduate fucking college at 12 years old. Some people take a little longer. That's life. And when people be like, "Oh," and see, well, this is the talking point that I hate, that we have this idea that everybody should have be start on the same playing field. You ain't even born on the same playing field.
I don't like that. It's difference between equality and equity. Because equality means we get in the same box. Equity is, okay, if I know you down here, I need to get your box right here, and I know you right here, then I need to get your box up here. So this whole term of everybody to be on the same, we need to be equal. Equal is no. Equity is the term. Equity means I'm getting what I need to get based on where I am. And our education system is not that. Bringing it back to education. It's not that. And then I have teachers, like, for example, I have a teacher. One of my good friends is a teacher. Shout out to Kayla Hager. She just got 100% proficiency. And she was one of the only teachers in her school to do that. Why? Because, and now I can't say, I ain't going to say who. Well, our mayor had the audacity to get on TV and talk about how the teachers not doing what they need to be doing. And he's, but okay, are y'all pumping money into the school system to make sure that the students and the teachers are getting what they need to get?
But then, hold on. But then my pushback is, if we look through history from like the 1920s up until your civil rights movement, before black people actually started letting the government come in there, when we had less funding, the buildings wasn't the best, the books wasn't the best. When you start understanding that these niggas was just as smart as their white counterparts, and part of that was because of the family dynamic, then that equity conversation goes out the window, because just because you have less money doesn't mean you're going to get far as being smart, far as your reading efficiency, because simply reading, if I'm poor, all I gotta do is go get my baby a book. And for instance, you said, well, they can't buy a book. I just donated some books from my house, and literally on the south side, they have a big stand outside where you put the books and you can just go up and grab a book.
But okay, do you see them books on the west side of Birmingham? Do you see them things set up on the west side?
Hold on. Let's be clear.
Okay.
Hold on. So let's be clear. The niggas is the issue. Because Birmingham is a black mecca. It ain't about the money. Birmingham, I'm from Birmingham, grew up Birmingham.
Too, yeah.
So Birmingham been a failing ass school system since I was going there.
Yep.
So ain't nothing changed.
Why?
You gotta ask your parents.
My
No, I ain't talking about your. I'm not talking about your parent. I'm talking about the parents in the city, because this is what I say. Why? I have 2 children. You think I'm finna send my child to a Birmingham City school doing what I know?
Don't say that, because I went to Birmingham City and I came out.
I went to a Birmingham City school.
I came out pretty well.
I'm just saying, but it would be foolish on me, because even if you make it through what we made it through, that's good. That's a walk in the park compared to what's going on today.
Yeah, right now.
2 different times.
It's 2 different times. We got people talking about teaching your kids about gender, homosexuality. Like, none of that even has a place in school when you can't even read. You're telling kids nowadays in school that you could pick your gender, but my nigga, you can't read on the 3rd grade level and you in 10th grade. That don't even make sense. This kid is retarded, and you want to tell him he got time. He got time.
You can't say the R word.
You can say the R word.
You can't say the R word.
Look, it's the New Normal Podcast, and you can say, because all this stuff, and I'm being real with y'all. All the stuff they tell us that we can't say nowadays is stuff that we could say back in the day to push and shame. And really, a lot of this shit is an attack on the black people, because black people was the main people to shame you about some shit. Now, and I say this all the time, black people have been whitewashed so fucking bad that if white people say you can't say nothing, this is bad, whoop the whoop and diversity and equity and all this, niggas didn't give a fuck about that. Niggas say, hey, when your daddy was in the house, it's like, hey, you're a black man, these are the issues you're gonna go through. lace your boots up and go get that shit.
Yep.
It is what it is. We ain't got time to cry. We ain't got to bitch and moan. Your granny when she was out, when they had to go do what they had to, hey, this is what I have to do. We ain't got time to be whining and moaning. No, we got to do this. I got a family to feed. I got kids to feed. I ain't got time to be talking about to go a whole some motherfucking side talking about some Black Lives Matter. How you gonna talk about some Black Lives Matter in your car? Barely made it to this bitch. You got other shit to worry about. Like this is really like literally this is how brainwashed they made us. And then
I think those things are not brainwashed.
I ain't saying you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But the average person that I know that's in my space, I don't think none of my friends are brainwashed. I don't think I'm whitewashed. I'm all day for Black people.
I went to
and I'm all day.
school.
Exactly.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. I had to learn. I did have to learn.
Learn what?
So I went to okay, I'm just gonna move you up until I graduated high school. Okay, so I went to an all Black preschool, lived in a white neighborhood, but I went to all Black preschool in Anniston. So when I got into this space of white people, I was like, I'm around all of these white people. In order for me to fit in, I need to be like them.
Assimilation.
Yes. There's actually a name for this. I can't think of it. We learned it in my African American Studies class, but it's like the phases of like being Black. So it's like you get into these spaces where you want to fit in with these white people or whatever. Then something significant happens in your life where you realize, these white people really not
nigga wake up call. They call.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And then a nigga wake up call. We're gonna call it that. And then you start to learn about your Blackness and accept the fact that you're a Black, and these are the things that you have to go through. So I had to learn my Blackness.
You know why that's always weird? The typical nigga wake up call kind of go like how you say, you're around white people, you think you can assimilate, and white people tell you, hey, you Black. To me, I don't see why that's an issue. And hold on, I'm gonna say why, because I've been in situations where it's been all Black and we had a white boy with us. Like, you a white boy, you know X, Y, and Z, and we tell the white boy, hey, you ain't like us. He got his white boy wake up call.
I think it's different for Black people because we're not accepted anywhere.
Anywhere, right?
We're not accepted anywhere, so it's always.
That's weird. Y'all say that in Birmingham is a Black Mecca.
Well, I'm not.
I'm
speaking.
Hold on. So let's be clear. Most of your Black people stay in the South.
That's true, because that's where the slavery happened.
Okay, most Black people stay in the South.
Correct.
Most Black people congregate with themselves.
Correct.
So when we talk about a Birmingham, a Huntsville, a Montgomery, those are Black cities ran by Black people, policed by Black people, taught by Black people. So when we have these conversations, it's weird. It's always weird to me to have them because the people that we talking about, y'all acting like white people coming in here and doing something. And okay, yeah, they could go buy a nigga here, buy a nigga there. But if it's 70,000, 80,000 niggas, then what's the issue?
But to me, it doesn't matter.
I feel like resource days.
Y'all always say that, but niggas was doing good when they was poor. The 1920s, niggas was getting married the most, and home ownership was the highest.
Yeah, but in
niggas said, I want to move out, and I don't want granny house no more.
But in 2023, 24, you got to be making white money to live how you want to live.
Because this world is white.
No, you don't. Let me tell you something. Look this up. Y'all can look this up.
Okay.
Do you know why Black people don't fare as well as their white counterpart? You can look this shit up.
Heritage. Say heritage.
Marriage.
But why is Black marriage Trump?
But the thing is, with white, I feel like with white people, their marriage is a business. Like,
it don't matter what it is.
It's a marriage.
It's a marriage. Even if you think it's a business, of course, you're talking about resources. So business, resources, money, whatever it is. Biblically, that if you go group in church, they told you when you get married, you can. I forgot the scripture, but you're supposed to be able to do 10,000 as much than you're supposed to do as a single person.
That's fair.
Black people, that's why when I talk about the 1920s, you could go, people always talk about I did this historically, but they never talk about this part from 1920s up to when Lyndon B. Johnson talk about, hey, you give me these programs, I'm gonna have these niggas vote Democratic the next 200 years.
But then too, because I love Black history.
Go ahead.
I think that well, for one, you had the Great Migration, but I think a lot of things too, which is where a lot of Black people were escaping the South due to Because also too in the 1920s in the South, you know what else was popping? The KKK.
Mm-hmm.
They were making their place because we can't do slavery anymore. Let's find another way to break these people up. So a lot of black people migrated to the north, which is why you probably got cousins in Detroit. What you told me, you got cousins everywhere.
Chicago.
That's probably why, because they were escaping from this. But I think too, in that time period, a lot of black people were making do with what they had. Is that? But once again, if the standard on the ground, and people started waking up, be like, "Oh, I can have an education, and I can do this, and I can do that." As time progressed, because it's so for so long, our box has been this: you're gonna go to school, you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do that. Just think about even when it's I watch shows and stuff, and then people be like, older black people be like, "Well, you could just get a good job, get a good job. I don't want you going out to another state to get a degree or to do this." Why do you think that happens? Because we're stuck in this mentality of, and older generations are like my grandma. My grandma's 83, 82. She didn't really understand when she has a fourth grade degree, fourth grade education. So she was just taught to just make it work. Whatever we got, we can make it work. But my mom, who has a PhD, does making it work look like the same thing in my space? No.
It's completely different.
Yeah, no, it don't, because my mom realized that I can do these same things that this white person next to me doing. And she still faces these things. She still faces. Yeah, she make less. Even though she got a PhD and could probably run circles around some of the white people at her job.
How she know she make less? How she know she make less? Did she see pay stubs?
Well, first of all, UAB is a public university. You can look at everybody. You can look online and see what everybody makes at UAB. You can search my name right now and you can see what that is.
Yeah.
So it's public. It's a public institution, public information.
So they got her name and her salary right beside
you. Look it up. UAB expenditures. You can look up how much I make right now.
That's crazy.
If you type my name in, you can look how much I make up right now because it's a public institution.
But
look,
I'm gonna say this in the words of the famous Red Fox, aka Fred Sam.
No, I was about to say
this country is made of the white people,
and for
by the white people, and
for the white people. I agree.
Guess who found the country? The white people.
Nigga.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's be clear. And this is why I say people don't actually know history like that. Hold on. I'm finna teach you. And this is where it'd be hard for me to, and this is some real shit. This is a real conversation now. It'd be hard for me to get along with a lot of black people because they feel like when I'm around niggas, they have a victim mindset, right? And for instance, this is some real shit. So before the integration, y'all know niggas had bus lines. Mm-hmm. Niggas was balling. They had the first nigga. Hold on.
Huh? In the late 1800s, niggas
They was Republicans. All this, all this shit, real shit. This nigga shit. Okay, so we got niggas who thought white ice was colder. This not because white people told y'all this whites niggas. But niggas wanted to fight, and you had Martin Luther King telling us niggas that we gonna go and kumbaya and all this shit, and white people gonna play with us, and we gonna play with them. And my mama told us some real shit growing up. Son, why would you want to go somewhere but people don't fucking like you? And niggas had that mindset. I don't know where the fuck it changed. I don't know why niggas want to go around and be with white folks and all of this, and they always talk about this shit. But hold on, let me finish.
I gotta push back real quick. But have you noticed it's a lot of black people trying to be white and a lot of white people trying to be black?
I don't think on a bad scale, bro.
When have you
okay. On a bad scale,
saw a white boy riding down the street with 15s in the trunk until a nigga did?
Hold on. Sound systems is black?
Yes. What the fuck you mean? Yeah, they probably made by the white people, but that shit ain't publicized.
We make that shit cool.
Hold on. Making it cool. Hold on. No, that shit's stupid. Because Lil Wayne is motherfucking skateboarding. Niggas want skateboarding, but he made it cool. Hold on. When you saying a white person with some big teens riding down the street, niggas didn't make no motherfucking speakers.
Where did you get that from, though?
Exactly.
Where did I get what from?
That's why I just. But that's
an imitation of.
But look, that's why I just said it's a lot of black people trying to be white and white people trying to be black.
But my thing
is,
hold on, listen, this some real shit. when you talking about somebody like a Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne
Trying to be white. Okay.
not necessarily trying to be white, trying to be different in the music industry.
But get what he doing? What white folks do, right?
But he's being different.
Okay.
So hold on. So let's be
clear.
clear. You got to understand when we talking about these people, and that's why I don't like having a conversation. When we had talking points about celebrities, and we talk about real life shit. Yo, real life niggas I'm hanging around ain't motherfucking skateboarding.
Exactly, because we ain't the ones that's trying to.
What are they talking about? You talking about Lil Wayne that's on TV getting paid millions of dollars to be in a society.
But a nigga in Fairfield don't matter. That's what I'm saying. Wayne was way more important than the nigga down there in Belson.
How?
What you mean how? That nigga making millions of dollars and in front of guess who? The white folk. He doing what the white folk.
Hold on, that's like if you ever go to that concert, who be the person most people deny?
That nigga that made
they white people, yes.
Exactly. So that's why I say, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. When you have a Lil Wayne skateboarding, and you know white people gonna be the main people consuming my fucking music, that makes sense to me to go get on a skateboard.
But take that,
all of that could just be marketing. That don't mean I'm trying to be white.
Take the marketing.
I'm talking about the nigga, the everyday nigga. We talking about everyday nigga.
Gonna be
the everyday
experience. Not gonna do shit as a white person finna do. Why you think these bitches?
We not trying to.
No, I'm saying. No offense to y'all, cause I know y'all. Why you think women get these long, voluptuous weed? The motherfuckers trying to be white.
No, I don't agree with
the
that.
Because I don't give a fuck when no woman say.
No.
When they goddamn get that weave and shit, they see the blonde white girl.
I agree.
Long hair.
Hold on, that one I agree with.
Black people can have long, naturally straight hair, so I do not.
But get what you see? Look, you see Becky.
Hold on.
You see Becky in the hood like this with two buns in her head.
Hold on.
Smoking gas.
Let's be clear.
I'm just saying.
You talking about a mud shark? Those are rare. We don't.
Are they rare?
We call
the white girls.
Black people call them trailer park trade, but they just trying to be black.
Exactly.
That ain't. So on a mass scale, you mean to tell me niggas' lives look so great the way y'all talk about it? Just think about this. Y'all say the hurt and the pain, the shit niggas go to. Y'all mean to tell me people are going to come over here and assimilate and try to be like us? That what y'all? You mean to tell me if I see you get? Hold on. This is all I'm saying. If you telling me if I see somebody kick your ass right now because you black, somebody kicking your ass right now because you black, I'm saying, I want to be like that nigga right there, get his ass kicked.
No, that's the problematic thing.
That's my put. What I'm saying is that goes back to what I said from the jump. Black people trying to be white, and white people trying to be
black. Not on a mass scale. This is the issue with niggas. This is real shit.
Okay.
Most niggas have been whitewashed. Let's be clear. That's why I said go back. Martin Luther King said he wanted Little Becky to be playing with Little Tyrone. I don't know why the fuck anybody thought that was a great idea, but niggas kumbaya and sang and was out there in the motherfucking Washington D.C.
I think at that time that's what he thought was the solution to make sure to get that. You know, I don't think
but listen.
I'm not saying
this.
That.
Hold on. This is where I was going. Just listen. Why would you have to go and do that when niggas was already doing their own thing?
But then they were doing it, and then who came and messed it up?
Jim Crow.
White people again.
Right.
Jim Crow was the downfall.
Think about all those.
So okay,
Think
so
about
I'm gonna ask y'all
Think about Tulsa. Think about Tulsa,
so I'm gonna ask y'all this. I'm gonna ask y'all this question. So if y'all feel this way, right? This is a question I ask all niggas. If somebody burns some shit down, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Seneca Village, Flooded Village, all this, like, all of this shit, Lake Lanier, all that. Okay, cool. Right. Whatever. Do y'all feel like there's no hope for niggas?
There ain't been a hope from niggas in the damn country.
Okay, so we should just give up.
No, I'm not saying we should give up.
That should push me to be like, once again, I need to leave my impact in this space. People who die, all them people who cry, them suffer. That what gets me up every day to be like, I need to serve my community. I need to feed back into my people.
I put it like this.
You know what? Hold on. This is the one thing that, like I said, it's weird how do we go about doing shit for our community. And the first thing we could do, the simplest, cheapest thing you could do is actually give a fuck about families. And that's why I tell people you should marry before you fucking carry. Because when you talk about,
I agree.
When you talk about this, niggas was getting why was niggas getting married with the threat of death? behind the slave master wife. I
they
mean,
had
back.
nothing else.
It's not that because they didn't have to do nothing else. It's because niggas understood that there was power in two becoming one.
I mean,
Niggas
I
nowadays,
agree.
we got so much baby mama.
family-
Hold on.
the
We
family
got
structure
so
is
much
messed
baby
up.
mama, baby daddy shit. We got so many
There's a
motherfuckers
whole-
talking. What? You know what?
No, I'm listening to you.
But and so when I say, hey, I'll be like, well, white people get married more and they stay married longer than niggas do. If you got two incomes, yeah, and then when people always say, well, white women don't work. That's a lie, because 76% of white women still work. So I don't understand where we getting this talking point that white women don't
But
even
who
work.
broke the family up though? Who broke the family up? Be
Truthfully,
honest. Who broke the family up?
historically black women.
Huh?
Black women, they did.
How?
My theory is
because
Go ahead.
Go ahead, sis. Go. I'm with you on this one. We were in the same boat on this.
Everybody knows this, but because black women chose to be on government assistance and be in places where you can't have no man and shit like that, like.
But no, okay. What you gonna say?
Go ahead. What you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna draw it back to the government and the whole crack epidemic that happened, where they placed crack in the communities, and black men, they was already struggling, so they like, oh, if I can sell this crack, make quick money, I'm gonna do that, destroying the community in the process. But that leaves these men to be locked up. That breaks up the black home.
Once again,
I agree.
Who's the most person in the prison right now? We
Black
used to
men.
do
black men. I agree.
So that's what I feel like. That's what broke up the family dynamic of
having slavery.
Slavery as well. But I mean, like, and then that leaves these single mothers. So as time goes on, being a single mother is not seen as an issue, because I mean, it's been happening for what? The 80s was what? 40 years ago. We're just it's a new normal.
But at the same time, history repeats itself.
Hold on. This is what I'm gonna say. If we always talking about being conditioned to do something, and I'm a person that say, hey, this condition is fucked up, we need to change our way, because from outside looking in, having these conversations with people that look like me and saying, hey, we should do this, we shouldn't say this, I'm like, where the fuck did y'all get this shit from? Because the niggas that I grew up around and seeing family dynamics and having men, strong, stern men in the household, because typically, just some real shit, niggas came together and understood that, hey, maybe I'm poor, we're gonna do this bartering system. Niggas always found the ways around money, but when it became money, my baby can't read because we ain't got no resources to buy a motherfucking tablet. Well, bitch, he just can't use a tablet. Okay, you got to read Huckleberry Finn we're gonna get your Huckleberry Finn up from the library. A library called free in Birmingham. Yeah. So what are we talking about? Like nigga, it don't matter what you know. That's why I say it depends on your positioning. You can't you can't keep saying it depends on what you know. It's a lot of shit a lot of niggas don't know. You can't say that's my fault or the government fault because you don't know. You know everything is out there for you to go find it. That's the difference between your millionaires, your billionaires, and people doing shit because they go find it. I didn't know shit about podcasting. Yeah. I went and found it. Nobody came and gave me, because this is real shit. Before I started podcast, I said, well, I'm gonna wait to find somebody with a podcast. Maybe they go give me a podcast. No. Never happened. Even the people that I was reaching out to never hit me back. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to research this. I'm going to put myself in a position to learn this stuff about a podcast that I had no idea about. Because this is what I wanted to do.
I do agree. Like
if you want to read.
Intrinsic, it does take intrinsic motivation.
Yeah, definitely.
For example, if I worked with people who struggle with addiction, it takes, at the end of the day, your mama can say you need to put them drugs down. Your parole officer say you need to put it. Your judge can say you need to put them drugs down, but it's gonna take willpower internally to be like, I need to put this down.
Yeah,
and I feel like there is spaces where that is true. I agree. I totally agree. Like, for example, people talk about depression, and this is me getting clinical.
Oh shit.
Kinda.
Oh Lord.
Yes, there is medication out there. Yes, but at some point, and I've heard this from people who are depressed, who've been depressed. It was like, it took me to get up and be like, I have to change this. I got to get up. Now, yes, the medication may help with that. Yes, my therapist may help, keep that motivation going. There are certain things that are like, I gotta pull myself out of this. Yes, I agree. But when you talk about education, when you talk about like all these different things, the system is already messed up. So I'm having to work harder, the hardest in every space. Even me being a black woman with a master's degree, I have to work 10 times harder. You know how intimidating it is for me to tell a man I have a master's degree? They'd be like, "Oh, for real?"
Shit, I hope
But
you
that,
got one.
I'm confused. What does that mean?
What you mean?
When you say you tell a black man you got a master's degree, why is
you know how people get intimidated by that? Black men, it's black men I know they get intimidated by. They're not gonna say it.
Hold on.
They're not gonna say it.
I'm gonna let her go. I just feel like I know why black men.
Why do they get intimidated? Because this is because I've been around a lot, and this is my wife is a principal.
Yeah.
PhD. I don't have any degrees.
Right. I don't know if it's the once again, I don't know if it's the pool. I ain't gonna blame it on that. But like for my mom, she talked about that too. Like her having a PhD, how she couldn't get a date or anything because people were intimidated by it. Why does education? Why does that? To me, if you give me yes,
this is a real. Can I cut you off real quick?
Yeah.
So from my dating experience, and this is some real shit. And that this is from my experience. I'm not saying this is what black women do. Yeah. But when I went on a date or dated a lot of black women, PhD, I've dated women did social work. I dated women. I've dated a lot of women with degrees. It's always seemed as if they led with that and that's their biggest accomplishment. And it seems as if that's what they hang their head on is their degree. So when we have these conversations that black men get intimidated, I think that's a lot of this shit is a talking point that you think that is cool because I'm around a lot of men that don't have degrees, and typically the women that they date are women with degrees. So it's weird to say that a lot of black men are intimidated by the people that they're actually dating.
I've had men tell me that
they were intimidated.
What can I do?
I feel
you too smart.
Hold on.
No, I feel like
hold on. If you date right now, if you're dating a man that says that means you are dating the wrong man.
Exactly.
So you can't say because that mean literally that you're probably dating somebody that has a low IQ.
Well, I don't.
And this
in the past,
you can look this up. We can look this up.
Yeah, but no. I know that I need somebody that if I can have an intelligent conversation with you and you get it, I don't care if you don't got a degree. I don't care if you went to whatever. If me and you can hold a conversation and it's thoughtful, it's insightful. That's what I care about. That's what I care about.
But they got a whole video called "Keeping Up with the Joneses." As a matter of fact, I'm gonna play it right now. But this is a thing that happens with black women. It doesn't present well for you to be PhD and your husband to be a truck driver or the garbage man or anything like that. It doesn't present well for you to go through all of this schooling, be around these other people. Let's say you're going to the company dinner and they having a conversation. They say, "What do you do?" He said, "Well, I'm the trash man." That doesn't present well. Then, okay. Hold on. So when we're talking about this is literally a psychological thing that they have. They even have a commercial from like the 1960s talking about keeping up with the Joneses. And it's called How to Sell to a Negro. And they always target the black woman. Look that up. They always, when it comes to tearing the family apart, they target the black woman. And black women, I got to be real. In America, black man has never had control over the black woman. The white man has. That's why when he says that black women put the bleach blonde wig in their head and all this shit, like I can understand that. I can understand why Madam CJ Walker would make something like straight to make your hair straighter and a different texture. Because naturally, on a large scale, I would say 98% niggas' hair don't grow at their head like no white folks. 98%. But you do have, hold on, but you do have a little small tribe in Africa, Melanesia, that has a little blonde fro. This is just, I'm just saying, we can look it up.
What if I just like the color?
You could, I'm just saying you could
like
the color. You could.
Black folk try and be white folk try and be black nowadays.
You could just like the color, but then as me, and this is the weird stuff to me that I'm like, when we talking about dating, like I'm not going to approach a woman that has a hair blonde. That's just not my preference. And most of the caliber of men that I'm dating are not going to date a woman who's changing her hair color. So hold on. I'm finna be real with y'all. So when y'all be having these, how you present yourself is very important. So when y'all are out and y'all have different hair colors, somebody your hair is bleached blonde and a nigga approach you, that's typically not a nigga that you want. If you just, oh, I just like this hair color today, but why this nigga approach me when my hair is bleached blonde? Like, I don't know if women actually do this, had this conversation, but I had this conversation with my homegirls like, oh, your hair bleached blonde and nigga approach you. It's probably not a nigga you gonna like. She talks to the nigga, oh, the nigga got low IQ. It's like, what the fuck? Like, your hair, you literally got a costume on. Clowns wear costumes. They change their hair colors. Like, the people say, oh, this sounds crazy, but literally, that's how, as a person, I'm looking at.
So what if I dye my hair, which my locks, when I used to have locks, they were I dyed them blonde.
Mm-hmm.
What's the issue with it?
Nothing changed with it.
Look, this is all I'm saying. I'm trying to get you again. If you think if a man approaches you and your hair is not what it grows out of your head and he's attracted to that, date him. But I'm pretty sure it hasn't worked out. Both y'all say y'all single right now, right? I'm just saying. If it works out, if I'm wrong, we could just go back and say
my hair is the last thing we need to be talking about.
Absolutely.
No. This is not your hair. It was a bigger picture.
Guy and say, I'm saying you ain't finna date no bomb.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question.
So
if you met a dude right now, right, a nigga right now, with blonde hair, you gonna talk to him? You just think that's Matt?
No, that's not my preference. That's not my preference. I don't want no blonde hair dude.
Okay, so I'm telling you, most men's preference is not, the black men's preference is not typically a woman who's gonna dye her hair a different color. You just said that's your preference. I'm telling you, when I'm having these conversations and I'm giving you an insight on black men having a conversation. And I know we are black women, oh, y'all shouldn't judge me. And this is why it's weird. It's like I'm giving you game. Like I tell my homegirls, I say, bruh, as a man, having a conversation with thousands of men, being on football teams, basketball teams, all of this.
Like, where's the study?
I need to survey my population in because I don't know.
You'll be surprised.
Okay, we got 2 men.
Do you think it's because of like older age? Do you think that has to do with it?
Is having different color hair
if it works out, just do it. I'm not because I don't want to have conversation. I feel like when we have conversations like this, it's so minuscule. It should just be imparted to you. Like, there's something I should think about instead of like a pushback.
But no, for real. Though, I think now that I really want to ask. I want to ask my guy friends. Yeah, what do y'all think about that?
I have a question like this from y'all. So, like, is having the different color hair, is that like, does that show a sign of maturity? Like,
it shows a sign of maturity because first of all, if you say if you got blue hair, you can walk down the aisle with blue hair. I'm thinking you young as shit. Yep. I'm thinking what in your mind makes you think that naturally people walk around here with blue fucking hair? What makes you think that this is cute walking around blue hair, red hair, all these colorful shit? Also, as a person like I like to have conversations with people. Typically, the women that I'm having conversations with that dye their hair as a whole bunch of different colors are typically people that I feel like are on my IQ level. I've dated these women, so I know they're there for a short period of time and a fun time. But as far as family starting, talking about going further, goal settings, planning my future 5 years down the line. No, it starts and stops in the bedroom. I know that you're a good time. And then you got to ask yourself, why when you look at strippers, a lot of their hair be multicolored?
Because it's fun.
It's fun. It's supposed to sell a dream, a fantasy. We live in that. This you don't. Nobody. I'm just saying. You literally. Why do
tell she just woke up with that?
Why do you think a stripper has all of those colors in her hair? And just walk, and y'all just, and a lot, that's you, but a lot of black women out here with the same color hair a stripper has, and a man approaches her and thinks he's taking her serious. Just put that together. If you had the same suit on another person had on, if I wore a police outfit right now and put a badge on, you would assume I might be a police, right? Even if I'm impersonating, you would assume from the costume.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
I guess you have a point.
I think
same thing like it, and it's scary in our community because we can look this up too. Kamala Harris got on the Breakfast Club and said, "I smoke weed while listening to Tupac and Biggie in college."
Okay, first of all, let's
hold on.
She got a
hold on.
Agenda.
Hold on. Okay. You know where I'm going.
She got a different agenda.
Hold on.
Okay.
So why would in our community, we always got to sing down. You gotta be you got to be associated to the cause, or you got to have the same talking points as most black people. That's why Lyndon B. Johnson, I'm gonna go back to this, say if you give me these programs, I'm gonna have these niggas voting Democratic 200
all
years.
Politicians, just like, for example, just like Kamala Harris, the Different World crew. You know, y'all seen that, the Different World, they going on tour, like whatever. You know, everybody respect Different World in the black community. Because a lot of people say that's what intrigued them to go to college. I love A Different World because it just showed blackness. But then, what do a lot of politicians like to do? I'm gonna let these black people come in the White House. That have this influence because I know, this will get the people going. The black people gonna love this when all the black people see, so they're gonna vote for me again. So you can't really use politicians. Use another example because politicians have hidden agendas.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
with you 100% on what you want. I'm not arguing, but the reason I'm using her to show that the black community has to have this. If I'm identifying as black, because she's not black, she said she's Indian all day long. She didn't say it a million times, but I don't know why we quote unquote the first black female vice president. She said in a million interviews, a million articles, she's Indian, but because she AKA and all this shit, cool. All that's part of an agenda. We know that, right? But for her to get up there and say that when she's talking to 3 black people, or 2.5.
2.5 is wild.
Hey, is he black? Is he black?
Charlamagne, DJ Envy black, and Angela Yee is mixed. She's
really?
Asian and black.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So that's what I'm saying. So when you're having this conversation, you're doing this, and you know typically their audience is black.
So you think Lyndon B. Johnson appeal to that? That's what you keep saying to like Lyndon B. Johnson.
No, Lyndon B. Johnson, they already knew it was a play called the Moynihan Report, where they already knew before they implemented all of the welfare shit what it was going to do to the black community. They already knew what the fuck was going to happen, and they knew who to target to get it to go like that. You got to understand when it comes to this, some real shit. And I got to do a lot of research, so you can look on IQ levels, right? Typically, women's it's a bell curve. So this is the graph. Typically, women's IQ is here.
Median, middle.
All women is right here. So that means if I just shoot an arrow in that spot, I'm gonna hit pretty much most of the women. This is the graph. Men shit go like this, right? So men are the most geniuses and the stupidest. This is real shit. Men are the geniuses. The first probably 50 people, geniuses are men. The dumbest motherfuckers in the world are men as well, right?
I feel like men are gullible.
But right here, you typically got all all women. And that's why I don't know if y'all heard this saying, if you dated one, you didn't dated them all. Because I've heard these, like if I'm having a conversation with a black woman, I kind of can go on a date and I'm here, equity, equality, that's a conversation. I'm here, resource, I'm here. Like if we're talking about a black conversation, typically it's gonna be the same conversation. Dated one, dated all, and like I said, it's because y'all been programmed and been targeted so long, and they took the black men out the house. But also going back to what you said about them putting crack, they also drove car trains in the hood and put guns in the hood, and they put liquor stores in the hood. All of this is true. That's all an agenda, all by the government. But the only way you can do some shit like that is either you think I'm stupid or you think I'm weak. Because I don't have to. You could put a bag of drugs right here, right now. I'm not gonna do it because I don't do drugs. I just seen what it do. That's what I'm saying. So you could say we could. I talk about niggas. What the government did, what the government. You don't have to accept that. You don't. Like I said, all of this was targeted to black. Like I said, I know they don't teach this, and I know it's not favorable because even like when y'all talk about African American studies, because my wife African American studies. So they don't, and they know typically most of the people that's going to be in those classes are going to be women. Typically, most of the people that's going to be in your colleges right now are going to be black women. So you're going to give something that's favorable to the people that's going to come through your courses. This is just black women are the main people graduating. Black women are the most enrolled. These are the statistics, not arguing.
That's true, yeah.
So when I say you got to understand who you're selling to. I'm gonna sell something to something February. If I'm gonna get you to spend 40, 50, 60, 70 to $100,000, hell yeah, I'm gonna tell you, hey, you know, this was this was that. Of course, but like I said, it's evident. It's evident. They got us whole thing in the 1960s. How they said to a nigga, and the whole damn commercial is about the black woman.
Sure.
The whole commercial is about the black woman. Keeping up with the Joneses, all that. Hold on.
Play a video on it.
Yeah, I'll play it. Hello.
This nigga answer the phone.
Oh my God.
You outside?
I am dead.
Hey, you go get Lauren. Hey, Chris finna come down and get you.
I'm finna go get.
Oh shit.
Don't take the headphones with you.
Hey, y'all hold on. I'm finna adjust the cameras and stuff like that. So when she come in. Huh? To the key.
We done added somebody, y'all. We done found somebody on the street and goddamn told them. I'm just talking shit.
Did you remember his DM all of a sudden from 10 years ago?
Man, I don't remember that shit, so I know she ain't remember. I just know we. I just like I said. I just know we had this exchange a while ago.
How to sell to a Negro? That's so crazy.
Oh yeah, that shit is wild. I ain't gonna flip.
Lord Jesus.
Here is what sales psychologists have to say about selling to the Negro.
The secret of selling to the Negro is expressed in one word. That word is recognition. Now, there's nothing unusual about that. People want to be recognized. They need recognition. That's basic in all of us. But perhaps because he's had so little of it, the Negro needs even more. He needs to feel important and appreciated. This need is a very real and important one. It shows up even in many of the Negro's shopping habits. Anyone who sells or wants to sell to the Negro customer should know about some of these habits. 3 habits in particular play a big part in every sales transaction. To begin with, most Negroes buy by brand. They ask for products by name. They're quick to turn down off-brand.
So I paused that. The reason I paused right there, y'all know that black people are the biggest buyers of Mercedes-Benzes.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I deal with them every day,
Niggas
so I know
always want
niggas
Gucci,
are all in
Fendi,
there.
Prada. They want it all.
Okay.
Buying by brand. That's the first important Negro buying habit. Now for the second. The Negro buys good quality merchandise. Symbols of quality and prestige are very important to the Negro customer. This woman, for example, is buying fine crystalware. But she is also buying the admiration and approval of her friends and relatives. Listen to her thoughts.
My, isn't it beautiful? I can hardly wait to show it to Sally and Joan.
It's a well-known fact that many Negro customers are influenced by the opinions of others. What their friends may think of a certain item often decides whether or not the sale is made. So remember, the Negro buys quality merchandise. That's the second important point. And here's the third thing to remember when selling to a Negro customer. When he specifically asks for one thing, don't try to sell him something else. Don't try to switch him at the point of sale. If you do, he'll probably react something like this.
Doesn't he think I've got the money to pay for it?
The Negro resents being offered a substitute. He wants to be sold on quality, not price. The Negro buys by brand, he buys quality, and he doesn't like to be switched at point of sale. These are the keys to selling the Negro customer.
According to leading researchers, in proportion to population and income, Negroes buy more quality products than any other comparable United States group.
Then you got to ask yourself, y'all be talking about resource, right? How do Negroes be able to buy more than in the broke?
Like a lot of people be telling me, Dave, you just got to relax. The racism been bugging you too much. I be thinking about it. Sometimes shit.
My bad, y'all. That's what you got to ask yourself. Like, how do Negroes be able to do that? But the arrows call us black oil.
I mean, I can say I do agree. I'm not saying, like you said, it was wrong. Sometimes it is the mentality. Like, I know a lot of I think that was what's pushed, like, about, like, Jays and stuff. Like, it is kind of crazy if you see somebody can't take care of their child. And I don't have kids, but, you see this. Like, about a child is, but then, don't have enough money to pay their bills.
All right.
But who taught us about budgeting and who taught us about prioritization?
I'm gonna say this. I agree with you right there. I agree with that point. Nobody taught us about budgeting, credit, any of those things. Nobody taught us any of those things. But if we talking about 2024, we all seen the proms, right?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see how much money they didn't spend on these motherfucking proms. So when we talk about resources, everybody keeps talking about resources. The reason why niggas can't read. Well, why little Johnny or little Devontae got these J's on that $200? But you mean to tell me you ain't go buy the Devontae a tablet? You ain't go buy little Devontae no tutoring lessons? You ain't know little Devontae was feeling? But he got the shoes on.
That's priorities.
Exactly. And that's typically what niggas at when it comes to a lot of this shit. Our priorities just fucked up.
I agree.
And so when we make all these excuses, because like I said, I just hear a lot of excuses, but like I said, I could literally look at people kids and say, oh, you got everything on, you well dressed because your mama don't want nobody to talk about, oh, her son broke, he ain't got this, because also she doing it so he won't get picked on, but also she don't want to get picked on because people talking about her son broke and he wearing scats or Walmart shoes and stuff like that. When in fact he should be wearing Walmart shoes so you can afford the books. Or just think about this. How about you save that money that you're gonna spend on those shoes, those clothes to make him look a certain type of way, and send him to a better school where that's not a priority. The 500 a month. How about you just take that 500 a month you're gonna spend on Jordan? Because Jordan's, if by the time he's in 7th grade, he's spending $200 on Jordans.
Yeah,
Jordan's released every week. You didn't spend $1,000 on shoes, so why don't you just take 500 and just send him to a school that's better school where he ain't got to worry about people cracking on him by his shoes? Well, people are buying Walmart shoes, and he's gonna get a great education, and he's gonna get some networking because he's around other people that's learning, that's gonna go to college. That when he see them in Walmart, hey Billy, what the fuck do you do now?
Well, I think the whole thing about better schools. I mean, I went to Ramsey. Everybody say Ramsey people, oh my God, you smart, whatever. But that's still, the bullying still happened at Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
It was still people got talked about if you had
Y'all
bad
got
shoes.
bougie when y'all moved downtown. Goddamn, I can't fuck with
Oh,
but hold on, but Ramsey predominantly black school too.
It is.
So
even
we talking about a culture thing. So you could talk about a better school, but if it's still inside that culture, you're still gonna get picked on about certain things. Where if you go somewhere else that's maybe like a mix, maybe where it's like a 70-30% ratio, then what?
I still think it would happen.
Like, I'm gonna say you went to.
Yeah.
Well, I graduated from St. Clair County High School.
Okay.
St. Clair County.
Now last year, my senior year, I was at St. Clair County High School. We typically, it was mainly white. I think it was like it was like 50 black people that graduated.
Wow,
that's crazy because
yeah. So like I said, when I talk about, but this is real shit. I didn't hang out with nobody. I was a loner. I didn't hang out with nobody.
You know what's crazy?
What?
The school I went to, the city was predominantly white back in the day, probably about 50s, 60s, 70s.
Most of
predominantly white.
Yeah.
But when I was in school, we had my senior year, we had one white person in our whole school.
That's what we did around.
That's what I always talk about. I say, because I remember I went to Irwin, not like attended, but just going up to the school for something. Actually, because my mom worked there, and y'all know how they had the yearbook pictures in the year everybody graduated. White, then black. They just start fading. That's typically how it is because when black people start moving into white neighborhoods, or when black people moving into white neighborhoods, they call it white flight.
Yeah, pushing the white.
The white people get the fuck out of there.
I gotta go.
Right,
yeah.
But now I stay in Titusville.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like I'm not from there, but I stay in Titusville now, and it's like people like, why are you buying a house in Titusville? I'm like, bro, nigga, I'm like 2 miles from everything, right?
Yeah.
And I knew it got serious because UAB, when I first moved over there, UAB released an article to people to buy houses in Titusville if you work there, and they was gonna help you buy a house in Titusville. Now I'm starting to see white women walking big huskies down the road.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, it's still gunshots.
You are 2 minutes away.
Right. Well, I'm 2 minutes away from everything, but it's like I stay in Titusville because me and my wife make enough money to where we could have moved to the outskirts of Calera, McCalla, or something like that. But we want to stay in Titusville. I got nothing but black neighbors.
Yeah.
And I love where I stay. My street like, particular, because it's number like the oldest person in Birmingham
Avondale.
Stay on my street.
It's just like Avondale.
Yeah.
Same thing, gentrification.
Yeah. But I'm not mad at gentrification.
But it's crazy. It's crazy though, cause I work, one of my co-workers, and like I don't work in Birmingham. I work in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
And it just so happened one of my he's old. He probably about mid-50s. Probably early. I don't know exactly how old he is, but he older guy, white guy. And we didn't find out. We went to the same high school, but I ain't find out until I started working there. But he graduated in probably early 80s, I want to say. Late 70s, early 80s, somewhere up in there. But it's just, amazes me because the environment he was around when he was in high school is totally different from when I was around.
Mm-hmm.
But we went to the same school, so it's always crazy. I always joke with him all the time, like, "Hey, you know how midfield did us, got dog. Hey, we went to the
You went to midfield?
Yeah, I went to midfield.
When do you know Jeremy? JJ?
We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
but
the reason. So I'm gonna ask y'all a question. So when we talk about priorities, and like I said, I don't think one of the priorities in the Black community is family as much like it used to be. Like I said, and that's by design, but also they understood that they could tear us down by family. That's why when you see, because like y'all know you're a social worker, so you should. This one of the stats they say: if you're 5 times more likely to go to prison if your father ain't in the home.
Correct.
Right, you're 5 times more likely to be a sexual predator, or you're if you're raised by a single mother, you're more likely to be susceptible to sexual assault, like somebody less than you, whatever, mama, boyfriend, whatever. If you all of these statistics are out there, and they knew it was going to mess us up so bad that when we talk about mental health, that's why it's a thing now. So many people want to talk about mental health, but ain't nobody trying to actually talk about mental health. It's a talking point at this point.
I think it is a buzz.
Yeah, it's a buzz.
I feel like mental health being used as an excuse for a lot.
No, I do. I'm gonna say this. I do think there's a lot of mental health issues in our community.
Yeah,
no, 100%. I ain't arguing that. I'm just saying now they didn't turn it into a good talking point to where I can sell a book like Charlamagne the God. Charlamagne can say, I'm a mental health this, mental health that. I'm talking about my therapist with the woo. But then at the same time, and I don't know how y'all feel about this, but then at the same time, you have 2 dogs behind you, 2 male dogs behind you doing homosexual activities to each other and thinking it's a joke. Or you giving DJ Envy a dick cake as a Black man, not knowing that Black people, when it comes to homosexuality, and when you look at psychology back in the 80s, it was ruled a mental health issue.
Yeah, it was.
But now,
I sent y'all.
About Peru. Yeah, Peru labeled it a mental health issue, a back. So now we having these conversations. It's like, bro, how can you talk about you a mental health advocate, but still pushing stuff that's been labeled mental health and just recently got changed because the people that's in power, it ain't that. It's just people in power trying to change some shit. Right. So, like I said, and honestly, when you look at homosexuality was some rich people shit. This thing about that, who the fuck sitting around here talking about bathrooms? Y'all got time to talk about a bathroom? Anybody? Y'all got to go to work. Y'all got bills to pay. Y'all got time to talk about a bathroom?
Well, I work at a collegiate space, so yes, I got time to talk about bathroom.
Okay, so if you went in a collegiate space, because those are talking points and stuff they're gonna have on college campuses, of course. But typically, do the average person gonna have time to talk about a bathroom when you just go in there to piss and shit?
I still think. I feel like I was just having a conversation with a group of Black women the other day. I'm a part of this research study, but that's why gender we were talking about how it's slippery. It's sides to both of it.
Okay.
With safety is a thing, safety on both ends. So if I was a woman and I walked into a male bathroom because I want to identify as a man, that could be safety on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we were all saying that it's just the gender neutral bathrooms would be, or the family bathroom, or the one stall bathroom would just be affixed to that because it's safety on both ends.
I'm be honest with y'all. I don't even think there should have been an issue with the bathroom. I think that, and it's just simple. If you pass well enough, just use the bathroom that you pass as. Because most people, if you go to the bathroom, it stalls. How they gonna know if you're a man or woman? If you're a woman going to the men's stall, you don't have to use the stand-up urinal.
Bathroom, you're gonna do 2 things. You can sit down or stand up.
Right. So, like I said, even if you go to the bathroom and you use a stall, if you're a woman that identifies as a man, if you go use the sit down stuff, people think you're taking a shit. Exactly. Why does it have to be like this? That's what I'm telling you. These are the conversations that we have as people. It's about motherfuckers that just bored. I'm just gonna what can I throw at the wall and see what sticks? Who can I influence and put money in their pocket and have everybody up in a frenzy and a tizzy to say, oh, we need to talk about bathrooms? Come on, man. Like we literally that the reading level of America is probably like really like real shit like 5th grade level. People buying Jordans.
And they slow.
People retarded. You heard what I said. Yeah, I know you. They say you ain't supposed to say it. These motherfuckers retarded. And this is some real shit though, real shit. But a lot of people are coming off the backs of crack, and I did not know crack was still prevalent like it is.
I literally.
Oh my God.
I literally just had a client. I could not find housing for him because he was a crack. He's 84.
Yep.
He's a crackhead.
And
where I was trying to get him placed at, they told me, they came to the facility that I was interning at.
Yeah.
And they told me, they said, if this man tests positive for any drugs, he cannot be in the facility.
One of my toughest clients was an older Black woman who got addicted during the crack epidemic and has been on it for 40 years now.
Yeah.
And she was my toughest client because she was also like 70 years old. And so
if you 84 doing crack, you not gonna ever stop.
That's they gave up.
So
my place.
I'm asking y'all this question. So did y'all see when Boosie was talking about fentanyl? Because y'all know fentanyl killing people.
Right.
And he was like, everybody just need to go back to crack. Crack ain't killing nobody. Fentanyl killing people. What y'all think about that?
Shut up, Boosie. Shut up.
I feel it though. It's like
it is killing people.
But at least it wasn't killing nobody.
Yeah.
See, I'm biased because I came from treatment world.
What you think?
All of it is all bad.
I think it's all bad. Hold on, but there's levels to it. Because I don't know how you. I'm just having a conversation with you. I'm gonna go on a ledge and say, do you think things operate on a spectrum?
Drugs operate on a spectrum.
Just like certain things just operate on the spectrum.
I agree.
Having a conversation, I kind of figured that.
Yeah.
So when it comes to drugs, it's a spectrum.
I mean, yes. When you think about harm, so you think about harm,
right.
I guess if I smoke weed, my harm is not gonna be as great if I smoked fentanyl, opioids. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like certain things should be black and white. Certain things is spectrum. If we talking about what Boosie said on his spectrum, fentanyl taking niggas out of this bitch. Like one hit. Like it's getting so bad. We had a dude sitting here. He said his brother smoked weed that was laced with fentanyl and died.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's saying, hey, y'all, if y'all just want to get high, yeah, maybe just do a little crack. Is that bad to say?
I mean, it's all bad, but I see what Boosie's saying, but Boosie say crazy stuff. So.
But I'm just saying, is that bad? Lauren, what you say? Is that bad to say?
Niggas, though. I feel like that's what
don't do drugs, folks. Okay.
Yo, Lauren, what you got? Stay away from me. Hey, she just snuck in here, ain't saying not a damn word.
I'm just listening. It's so many points to like jump from Jordans to black, like black people in their expensive habits, like. I don't know.
So do you think? Oh, dump him! I just see what your shirt says.
Yeah, her shirt say that.
Yeah, she getting rid of niggas. Goddamn, reuse, reduce, recycle.
Yeah. So is you dumping niggas if they do crack?
Yes. Absolutely. I'm dumping niggas. They can't. You know what though? What's crazy? I'm just gonna be honest. All right, so. Do y'all like drink a little? Well, obviously y'all drink.
I'm drunker than a motherfucker.
I mean, I know most people smoke weed too. I don't really smoke, but I drink. Yeah, my guy can smoke a little, drink a little
in excess. I see.
Most of the time people do one other or the other more than the other. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. Yeah. But I be side-eyeing people who don't do nothing though.
I get no, it's not.
Like it's this guy.
I categorize smokers. It's a productive smoker. And it's just a regular smoker. A productive smoker still gonna get high and go to work. A motherfucker that ain't shit that's just smoking weed, he gonna sit at the motherfucker out. So I call it a productive smoker and a regular smoker. I feel like it's a difference. So that's just me.
What you was gonna say?
I'm a productive drinker.
Oh, I had met this dude. He told me he ain't never drank or smoked in his life, and I was like, "Well, I drink." So I don't know.
Is that a deal breaker for your relationship?
Me and my best friend talk about this, and I like to go out and I like to drink. So I want my man to drink with me or smoke or something. Is that bad, y'all?
Yeah, that's horrible.
I think it's preference, but
I think that's horrible.
Once again, how do you not know what you don't like until you try it, baby? I don't know.
Look, no, I know. I don't like dick. I know I don't like no dick
for drinking. You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm talking about this.
What's his reason for not?
Yeah, what's the two?
He never said. He just prides himself. But I feel like he says it to make himself better
than
others.
okay, so that's probably
That go back to what I was telling y'all about the degree shit.
What you was saying?
Because I said sometimes she was like being intimidated when she tell them that she got a master's degree. And I was like, sometimes women be putting on that like a high horse or trying to hang their head on having a degree. So you saying this man said, well, I ain't never drunk or smoked, like trying to put his ass on his shoulders, like, yeah, nigga, I'm better than you type shit.
But then
right?
I never, too, the thing about the education thing, that's not something I'm just flaunting around. Like, that's not something, or if I'll say something and be like, oh, you saying a big word, let me.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna flip the owner type, goddamn. She said if I'm on the phone with her and she said a word that I probably don't know about, I'm gonna go research so I can use it.
Okay, good. That's what I want you to. I hope that I inspire you enough to do that.
I'm like, she said, well, let me go look it up so I don't sound dumb. I ain't gonna tell you I'm looking it up while we on the phone, but I'm definitely gonna look. What the fuck she said?
But if he said it like, oh, I don't smoke, I would never do something like that. Yeah.
So did he say that? Was it like that?
To me, it was like that.
Hold on. Did he say it or did you take it like that?
I mean, if I felt it was like that, I feel like it was like
that's
that.
what it was like.
Yeah. But I mean, that's cool. Like, I love that. My grandma say that all the time too. She throw that in my face. I'm like, okay.
What? She don't drink and smoke?
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, my papa did. So, but she said she's never drank or smoked.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what he was saying.
And that's an issue for you.
So if he would have said, I don't drink and smoke, but you can do what you want to do.
Maybe, or maybe even if he was like, I don't really like drinking.
Hold on, so
actually, I dated a guy who doesn't really drink or smoke because he tried it and he didn't like it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like I don't know. I can't.
So I'm asking you, do you feel that way? Is it kind of because you think he's square? Does he come
he's
off?
not square. He's not square at all.
So why is it an issue with him saying that? Because, and also, I'm gonna say this: some things now I do agree. Some things you should feel like. Now I don't think everybody's created equal, and I also think people do have certain type of accomplishments and things in life where they should be able to brag about. And when you've done something different than most people are going to do, it's kind of like.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, it's really cool to be a black man in his profession, and I'm sure people expect that he drinks and smoke, but I don't know. That's not what I want. Like, I mean, and I'm not saying I don't want an alcoholic and I don't want a stoner, but I also want to be able to socially drink with my man.
But is he a good man, Savannah?
I don't know if he's a good man. I low key think he's a little weird because I don't know. No,
so because this hold on. Me and Christian, we had this conversation last night.
We did
because y'all throw niggas away over the littlest, weirdest shit ever.
And
y'all just throw niggas away.
If you
like
feel any type of like ick about a nigga, leave him alone because it ain't gonna do nothing to get worse.
It's like a little ding.
The intuition.
Yes, pay attention.
But y'all still be picking the wrong niggas. That's the crazy part. Like
we
y'all
carefully picking the wrong niggas.
Hold on. So I can prove it.
She said carefully picking the wrong niggas.
I don't even know how that even got in the same sentence. That shit is wild. But I'm gonna ask this: Is your goal to get married?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Is your goal to get married? Is your goal to get married? So y'all done picked the wrong niggas because y'all ain't married, and y'all old enough to be married at this point. Yeah. You might be a little younger because you what 24. Okay, but everybody else, okay.
I don't pay attention to the signs enough. I let it go because
it's weird.
But no,
that the potential.
Right. See, but we gotta stop doing that.
That potential fuck y'all up. What
do
y'all been saying?
I'm not afraid to admit that, and that means that I gotta work on my own thing. Yeah,
absolutely.
I go to therapist. I go to therapy,
and you have to.
A therapist need a therapist.
That is very. I said it. Everybody. Yeah. I said it. Yes.
Yeah, I was in therapy too before I started dating.
Somebody from Switzerland said good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's 5:36 over there. Good morning.
I can't lie. Like when it comes to dating, I be moving off past like things that I moved in the past, and that's stuff that you just have to work on.
I need a therapist. I think I need a therapist.
I can help you find one.
Like for real, I really think
y'all might need to exchange cards.
I'm for real. I help people find therapy.
And the reason I say it, I feel like a lot of guys don't admit they need therapy.
Mm-hmm. Need it bad.
The reason I feel like I need one is because
I like this transparency. Tell the black man.
say I was talking to a couple of my coworkers, and one of them white, one of them black. So it's kind of a, you know what I'm saying,
Mixed environment.
Yeah, it's a kind of an open place to, you know what I'm saying, talk about. So I was talking to them, and I kind of shared some personal things, you know what I'm saying, that had happened to me, and some trauma and all that good stuff. And I never realized how good it felt to just talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I never realized how good it felt to get that shit after holding it. And the shit I was talking about, I never talked about for 10 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
Never talked about it. But when you finally talk about that shit to somebody, and these ain't even goddamn therapy, these just my coworkers. These niggas do shit, the same shit I do.
Mm-hmm.
But just talking about that shit, bro, that shit makes
So when you talked about it, was there some relatability there? Did they understand?
No, it actually went. They actually was surprised that I dealt with this shit because they ain't see me as that type of person.
Mm.
So, but it's just the simple fact to me. Then this just me. You know what I'm saying? The feeling that I got just able to talk about it and have somebody that sit there and just listen to you and understand. I ain't saying they understand it by experience, but just having that small, you know what I'm saying, that person that's just there to understand
a little bit of empathy.
And this is, I think this is a sign of about therapy. A lot of people expect they're gonna go to therapy and get fixed, and it's not that. Like therapy is a space where, because the person, as a person who's been in therapeutic spaces and help people, my goal is to not tell you what to do.
Yeah.
My goal is to give you the options, walk through it, and help you process so that you can do it on your own. And so, and at that point, when you have done that, I've done my job as a therapist. I'm not here to give you the answer. I don't got the answer for you. But my job as a therapist is to, okay, we know this is the answer. This also could be an answer. Okay, how we processing this when this happened? So I think a lot of people get the goal of therapy and what it, because, I'm going to talk to a shrink and they're going to fix me. No, you got to do the work.
That's not for that.
See, a therapist is really supposed to hold a mirror up to you.
Yes.
It's supposed to be a lot of introspection.
Yeah, I need a free therapist. I ain't pay nobody to talk to.
A lot of well, it's weird that you'll pay for other stuff, but to better your life, to invest in you.
They go back to priorities.
But at the same time, I do feel like your significant other should be one of your therapists.
I disagree.
You disagree with that?
I agree and disagree.
Okay, why is it?
Right.
I agree and disagree because one minute you got somebody that's there with you every day, but then also you got to worry about the feeling judging you about the shit you might tell them as well.
But at the same time, back up. If we locked in, ain't no switching up. Fuck you mean? I don't give a fuck how you feel about it.
No, that ain't how relationship works. Hold on, we didn't all be in a relationship.
Now I understand that. I do understand the judgment part, but it's like if I feel like I can't come to you and talk about the shit that I'm dealing with without the fear of you judging me, then I don't need to be with you.
I'm gonna say this because they're gonna sound crazy. I just think it's selfish to be able to unload on somebody that's there with you every day doing the same shit y'all doing and trying to build something too.
Do you feel like that?
When you can unload on somebody else instead of bringing it to me when I got my shit too?
But why is that not part of the process?
No, it is, but everything it can't be everything. And so this is
I mean, not everything, no, but I'm just saying.
But if they're your therapist,
if I feel
okay,
like
y'all got therapists.
My fiance
you got therapists.
I have had 2 therapists.
Okay, so when y'all have go ahead.
What? No, go ahead.
When y'all have therapists, do y'all feel like y'all tell y'all therapist everything?
I don't tell my therapist everything. I have not. But I got a question for y'all. Do y'all feel like y'all have anybody in y'all life that y'all could tell everything to? Like if y'all pass, they could write a book about y'all about everything. Yeah. Like y'all literally tell them everything. I'm talking about the most.
That motherfucker sit over there every week.
I'm talking about it. Somebody could look at you different. Everything.
That motherfucker sit over there every week.
Do you have somebody that you can tell anything to?
No.
I don't think everybody does, but that's the blessing that y'all do.
Yeah,
I do too. I have somebody I could tell anything to. Like I might hesitate or I might tell her later because I don't want her to tell me the right thing because I don't got time for that at that moment.
Right now,
but I'm gonna tell her afterwards. But my best friend, we've been best friends since 6th grade. I could tell her anything. I mean, the most, maybe even embarrassing, everything. The highs, the lows.
I feel like you always should have that person.
But but I don't feel like everybody has that person, and I just feel
everybody
so
don't.
blessed to have
They
her.
don't, but I do feel like it is a necessity to have that one, whether it's a therapist, best friend, brother, whatever the fuck. You should always have that person
But then
that
too, the thing about a therapist though
that you
is
trust can
they looking from the
goddamn
outside.
never go outside of that conversation and talk about that
Outside.
conversation.
They're looking at your outside.
They're looking outside in, like they don't know who you are.
Right. They don't. They're only shaping
So they-
off what you telling them.
Right.
So
But
you can tell them your deepest, darkest secrets and work through it, but they have no attachment to you.
I just think
But I
this when it
think-
comes to
go ahead,
therapists,
go ahead.
a lot of first of all, I don't have a person I could tell everything to. I got kind of close like that, but it's like I choose not to divulge everything about my life or feel like tell everything to somebody because I don't trust people. And the reason I don't trust people is not because of people, because sometimes I don't trust myself. And so that's what a lot of people ain't real enough to say that, like the shit that I think about on a daily basis, like the weirdest shit, the most outlandish shit. And I always say this, there was a meme that was viral like a couple years ago. And it was a dude standing on top of the second floor of a mall.
Talking about jumping off. That's it. That's psychological. That's like impulsiveness though.
But
everybody has that though.
Like,
but so this is what I'm saying. So, right. So
everybody got
hold on.
thoughts,
So listen.
right?
So listen to me. That level of just having that impulsive nature is typically, y'all ever been somebody like, we've been friends for this long? I don't know why the fuck they switched up on me like that. It could be just some natural impulsive shit. I don't never want to be in a situation where somebody naturally just has some natural human shit just happen and they naturally impulsive and they just flip the script on me real quick. Like I don't want to do that.
So you don't really trust anybody?
I don't trust nobody.
Not even your wife?
No, I don't trust nobody.
Oh, you don't trust your wife?
That ain't. But that's not the life that I live. But it seems as if like doing a podcast or people that I talk to or the conversations that I have, like I would make a joke like, if you call my phone, we're gonna be on the phone for a long time. If we having a real conversation, they're gonna be on the phone for a long time. Like we're gonna talk about everything. But people always unload on me. I don't think that's my walk in life to be a person that needs somebody else. I'm the person that's the rock. You feel what I'm saying? But also,
but most black men feel like they have to be the rock though.
I don't think so. Not from like talking to the conversation I'm having with other black men. That's why I say that. That's why when I tell y'all I'm in spaces with black men. Like for instance, if you say, hey, a period is X, Y, and Z, a period is like this. You know what I'm saying? If you tell me what a period is like, it'd be weird for me to say, well, a period is not really like that. And you like, nigga, I have the period.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's like when I be telling, like I have my homegirls and had these conversations. Well, typically black men think like this. Well, black men shouldn't. Well, are you gonna argue what they shouldn't do or what it is? Are you gonna find a way to maneuver in what is? Or are you gonna go in and change a nigga natural how he naturally is? That don't make sense. And like I said, this is the conversation that I'm always having with people, like with women. Like, don't try to change what is, understand what is, and try to maneuver in. And so, like when I'm having these conversations about like why I don't trust people, because I know people. I've had enough conversations, and I know myself. I'm naturally impulsive at times. I think that I'm consistent all the time. But tomorrow I might wake up and want to just drive to Atlanta. Or tomorrow I might just want to wake up and say, hey, I want to go I went skydiving. I want on the impulsive shit. Mm-hmm. Who the fuck just says I want to go jump out of a plane today? You feel what I'm saying? Like it's just little shit like that I just always have trust issues with people. Did that sound weird to y'all?
I mean, it don't sound weird.
Not necessarily. I get it. People really aren't to be trusted. But like I said, I think I'm blessed to have a best friend since 6th grade. We basically grew up together.
Yeah.
And she ain't never turned on me. So I'm going to believe who she is. You're supposed to just believe who people show you that they are. But so.
But like I said, they can switch up.
Sid, and I know Sid could attest it. They also say you don't never know a person until you live with them.
Yeah, but it's different. I think the friendship aspect is different though.
I mean, the friendship
I've
aspect
lived with my best friend.
Yeah, I mean, I used to spend summers with her.
I've lived with my best friend.
I just think this. You just never know when a person decides to cut your back out. You just never know.
And that's on them. You can't be fearful.
That's
in
just
your
like
life
a relationship,
like
right?
that,
You can't be living.
I'm not. I agree with you. I don't think you should be fearful of it. And so, like when I say, when people ask me, like, do you trust your wife? I'm like, I'm not 100%, but because I know she's human. Like I've said, hey, I'm gonna commit to this diet and I'm gonna stick to it, and then 3 days later, I didn't cheat on the motherfucking diet.
That's different when you have vows and
no,
like you
no,
should. I feel like it should
No,
be,
it's
and
not.
that's the problem with people. They don't take that stuff serious enough because I feel like you should only trust. You should only marry somebody you completely trust. I know we're all human, but I feel like if I ever do get married, I'm gonna trust him more than my best friend or on the same level.
So I'm gonna ask you this: is your health important?
Of course. Health
is
very
your
important.
health though should be the most important thing to you ever, right?
Yeah.
So if you cheat on a diet and you know it's about your health, because you looked in the mirror like, oh, I done gained a few pounds, because everybody know now we had enough health claims. The more fat you have around your gut, the shorter your lifespan is. This is scientifically proven. I might need to lose the motherfucking fifth wheel, but I done cheated on my diet the third day. You mean to tell me you just gonna go trust a motherfucker and you don't put your health before anybody else? I take it further. This is why I don't trust a lot of religious women. When women talk about God, and you fucking the sucker me Saturday night and get up in the morning and you praising God, and you mean to tell me you think you can go to hell and burn for eternity? Bitch, did you just say what the fuck you just did? You mean to tell me I'm supposed to trust you and your Lord and Savior? You forsake your Lord and Savior every Saturday night on your motherfucking knees, and you mean to tell me I'm supposed to trust you?
That's what morals and integrity and stuff comes
morals,
in.
your integrity, all of that.
With like the diet, like you're not. It might like that's not as deep as like doing somebody wrong or like
you're doing yourself wrong. Who's more important than yourself?
Yeah, but a lot of times, like me, like, okay, I'm probably not gonna stop eating pork until the doctor tell me to. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a life or death type thing. I'm just saying, like.
So if you hold on, if you told me that, and me and you talking, and you said somebody got to come tell you to stop doing something when it has become a life or death issue, I'm gonna look at you sideways, because why if you love yourself, would you put yourself in a situation to be in a situation where the doctor got to say, hey, this life or death? Now you mean to tell me I'm supposed to trust my life in your hands?
Look,
every day?
I'm saying if I notice that like I got high blood pressure and all that and diabetes, me personally, I would cut back. But what I'm saying is if I'm like good or whatever, and like the doctor tells me something I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Then I would change my eating habits. Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't think that that's the same as like the marriage and the, like doing
okay, so
people
I'm
wrong.
asking you this.
I don't think it's
if you date, would you date a dude that cut himself?
No.
Why wouldn't you?
Because he got serious issues because he don't love himself. What? That's not the same as dieting. That's not the same as dieting and stuff like that. That's not the same.
Crazy.
Is that the same? Do y'all
yes.
The same?
Hold on. So you mean to tell? Hold on.
Think that dieting or not sticking to the diet is the same as cutting yourself? We just talked about levels.
Hold on. If we talk about health,
he's talking about prioritizing
your health.
Both of them.
Your health. One is an extreme, but it's your health. Cutting is an extreme. Like I talk about the spectrum. You got your diet because you gained a little weight, but the doctor gonna tell you, hey, you had this, fifth wheel around your belly. It's gonna make you some more susceptible to dying. It's gonna take every 10 pounds, take 7 years off your life. Every 10 pounds, take 7. If you know that and you're not sticking to a diet, and you look a certain type of way and got a certain type of visceral fat in your body, that's your health. Same way as cutting. Of course, cutting is extreme, and that's why I went extreme. But at the end of the day, the borrow is your health. If you don't prioritize your health
I agree.
Then what? That's all I'm saying. Like if you don't ever prioritize your health, then what you supposed to? Am I tripping?
No, I get what you're saying, but I get what she's saying because it's like in them two aspects, it's more physical health and mental health. The cutting shit is more mental. That's more of a mental problem versus I just don't want to eat right, even though my doctor told me to. That's just goddamn. I'm just fat.
Yeah.
I just want to eat bacon, even though my
and
doctor
see that's
told me.
another thing. Like I said, like in our community, like we talking about like body shaming and letting motherfuckers be big as hell and shit like that. Like, bro, we used to crack on fat motherfuckers, but at the same time, everybody knew it wasn't healthy for you to be big like that.
But it's crazy because the motherfucker that was cracking on fat motherfucker, they fat now. So.
That's because of old age. That part of old age.
Well, nobody, hey, you know how many old motherfuckers look good? It's still old motherfuckers.
You're right.
I
agree. But look, I'm gonna be the first to tell when you got a lot of stuff like kids, work, wife, other shit you're trying to come. It's kind of hard to, especially when you on the go. That's why fast food.
Man, I know if that's the case, I know a 60-year-old woman that's little to me. So if that's the case,
hold on, some shit genetics. You're genetically a small person.
No, I'm not, cause my dad fat.
You're genetically a small person.
I'm saying my family big, mom. Me and my brother are probably the only skinny motherfuckers in our family.
But that doesn't mean you're not genetically smaller person.
So when you say genetics, where
where you going with it?
Yeah, where you get
if that's the case? Because everybody in my family big.
So you ever seen somebody that everybody in the house got black eyes and then somebody got green eyes, eyes that change? That would be a genetic thing. Just because it skipped everybody else don't mean that it didn't skip you. You could have got to been a person. You and your brother, y'all both tall and lanky.
Yeah.
I guess that goes like the same with red hair. Like,
but
at the same time, me and my granddad the same height, but he's still big though.
But you genetically got the slim gene that's in your family that came back 2 generations, 4 generations.
It had to be about 8 generations.
It don't matter, but genetic. You could, I could look at you and tell in your bone structure, your density, how you look, how long your arms is, how your bones stick out in your arm. I could tell genetically, just even how my arm look compared to yours. Genetically, you're a smaller person. Genetically, your brother. That's the trait that you inherited. Just because you look, of course, we're supposed to look at the heredity of what people go through. But if your body shows that you're doing the same shit, then yeah. If you was fat and you see your daddy being fat and be like, oh, my daddy deal with this type of issue, then you be like, okay, I'm probably gonna deal with them type of issue. But your life is not going to be the same as your dad's because you're smaller. You're 30 years old. It'd be different if you're 30 years old and still skinny.
That's true.
All right, that's all.
But then at the same time, I feel like life kind of takes a toll on it. Because if I was married with kids right now, I feel like I'd be bigger than what I am.
I doubt it.
You doubt it?
I doubt it.
I don't believe. I feel like if I was married and had
kids, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all
something.
something. Anybody in here eat McDonald's?
I do. That's what I'm telling you.
And fuck exactly. You the only nigga I know in the planet still eat McDonald's, and we know that shit is horrible.
I like the breakfast.
Man, you know, nigga drunk.
I might eat the breakfast, but I'm not eating.
Man,
I'm not
nigga
eating
drunk
on the
at 2
regular.
in the morning. So
hold on. So y'all gonna this nigga ain't gonna eat McDonald's anytime.
I'm not gonna just be like,
oh my god, I want some McDonald's right now.
That's him.
Hey, look,
that's him.
Me and my guy brother say to this day, we don't give a fuck how much money we ever motherfucking make. We always gonna eat McDonald's. Cause we came up on. Bro, OG.
Hold on, McDonald's ain't McDonald's like you. Them chicken niggas like cardboard.
That's true though.
Ooh, them bitches. I tried to get my son something the other day. He said, "What the fuck is this?"
That shit definitely look like wet paper towels on the inside.
Nah, yeah.
Wet paper towels.
It definitely look.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
They tripping, goddamn.
Hell no. Anybody got any closing remarks? We've been on here almost 3 hours.
Yeah, that was a good one, goddamn. Even though Lauren came late.
Lauren came late, and I think it's weird you finna cut a nigga off because he don't smoke a drink.
No. That is not why.
Yeah.
That is not why I'm cutting him off because when Mother's Day came around, he did not say Happy Mother's Day. Matter of fact, he didn't text me all day, and I didn't like that. So then the next day he said something to me. Of course, he just somehow skipped this day, but he's probably with his baby mama. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so the next day he had hit me up and I was like, like you must have really been busy because I ain't hear from you. And he was like, oh, the message said failed. Like, boy, if you don't, that's why
can I give a response to that? Okay, who the chick I was talking to?
Goofy.
Damn, why I gotta be goofy?
Not you. Okay. He a goofy.
You fucking goof. You fucking goof. But anyway, chick I was talking to, she out of state. And so we text and talk a lot. Well, when we do, whatever. I ain't gonna say a lot, but when we do. And the morning of Mother's Day, and she's an hour ahead of us. So I went on ahead and texted her early that morning. So, because I already know she moving and grooving. So hey, happy Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk like that. You know, it ain't to that point of we might get together, we might not. It ain't that. It's just a exchange, and it might not last long or whatever. But I text her, happy Mother's Day. This motherfucker responded to me and said, all you want to do is text and talk on the phone. What you sending me for Mother's Day? Who responded?
What?
Yes.
Dang.
Like, bitch,
You ain't supposed to ask.
You
like,
get tricked.
Like,
you get tricked by it.
That ain't your baby.
Hey, like, hold up. Like, motherfucker, first of all, I ain't got no goddamn tree. I'm just being goddamn nice, motherfucker.
I mean, just to say it is good enough, especially
She
y'all
like,
not
what you,
together.
she like, and sent the cash up. Like, hold the fuck up,
That's
motherfucker.
crazy.
Like,
in
in this situation, there was kind of an online engagement. So I never seen them in person. So in my thought process, it's like, motherfucker, I ain't never seen you in person. What the fuck I look like just sending you some money because it's Mother's Day?
I mean, dudes do just send money.
Yeah, and that's what we call sucker in my pocket, aka simps.
Sometimes that'd be pretty privileged too. So
man, fuck all that.
Every female ain't getting no money.
I'm gonna use it every time.
Fucking with me, you gotta earn what you get from me. Fuck that. You work for what you gotta work for this. That's why I'm finna go celebrate. You gotta work for this goddamn dick. Fuck that shit. On this, but I ain't no ass. That's why I went on and texted her happy Mother's Day. I'm a nice person. You know what I'm saying? But don't respond with, okay, all we do is talking to what you gave me for Mother's Day and send your cat. Like, hold the fuck up. Like, we ain't,
don't ever talk to her again.
Like,
she gets
motherfucker, what you did for me for my birthday, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
So hold on. So you cutting this nigga off because he didn't text you on Mother's Day. Then text you the next day.
It's an excuse for me.
Yeah, it's an excuse. And every day we talk, but
Yeah,
just somehow he skipped Mother's Day. That's weird because he's probably with his baby
Yeah, I was
mama.
gonna say,
That's
crazy. I was definitely saying I bet he got a baby mama.
Why he didn't say
how old are the kids?
Like the youngest might be like 8 or something.
Why he just didn't say that though?
But see, what I'm saying is like I'm learning to like trust myself, and I don't got time for that. And if I feel something weird, I'm cutting it off. I just don't have time.
So I know we typically talk about dating women with children. Is it bad to date men with children too?
Oh, I mean, I have kids. I'm not hypocritical.
No, I'm just saying, but is it still bad? Because we had a girl in here. She got a child, but her husband don't have children. Beautiful. And then looked like she was going to give him no child anytime soon.
Yeah.
Listen.
So I'm just asking you because I'm
going to get all the women some advice. Don't date men with children under 5. Don't. Okay.
So we had a girl said 2. So you said 5.
It's 5, and hopefully his baby mama has another child. That's when you know things might be cut off. But
that's why I ain't got
under 5. No, don't do it. I had a dude lie to me so bad about his baby was 3. He was like, yeah, me and my kid's mother, no, we're just not compatible. Basically telling me she was a terrible mom. He was trying to get custody. He was just letting me know, like constantly letting me know that nothing was going on. Whole time, he's trying to reconcile with her.
That's crazy.
The whole time. That's crazy. As a matter of fact, he was with me, and he told her that he missed his damn flight. Whole time he with me. Yeah. Wow. But I was, man, that's.
Can I give advice to the guys that don't have kids
story,
yet?
Baby. Okay.
Can I give advice to the guys that don't have kids yet? Hello. Get the fuck out of there. I don't give a damn how good it feels. That motherfucking be dripping to the motherfucking floor.
All right,
Get the fuck out of there. When you feel the tingle and you feel the slightest of leaks, get the fuck out of there. We ain't got time, fellas. You ain't got no children. At this point in time, you need to keep it that way until you're married or engaged. So those are my closing remarks.
Before we get out here, I'm gonna ask y'all: have y'all dated men with children?
Nope.
We
were dating, but
well, actually,
that was her fuck buddy she was talking about.
No, this. Look, my ex actually found out he had a kid while we were together.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
That's not really
wow.
He didn't know.
Like, how old was the kid?
a few months.
You know, I had a friend.
She coming for child support.
Literally get married. His wife is pregnant. Gets a knock on the door. It's a 7-year-old kid.
Yeah. If it was before her, that's
we had just started dating when he found out that he had a kid, but it was still like, damn, you're a dad, like you're a father,
and I'm not a mother,
Yeah, it was crazy. I stuck with him. That was my man, and I was gonna stick beside him for as long as I could, but it wasn't gonna work. Not because of the kid, but for other reasons. Yeah.
As long as y'all can, I feel like y'all can be choosy. You don't have to date men with children. Although once we get up there, it's a little harder to find.
Right.
But they're there. And if that's what y'all do not want, do not settle.
Yeah.
I know, like
always go for what y'all want. Don't freaking settle because of potential, because that's what's gonna get you fucked
Most
up.
of black men don't have children though.
Huh?
That's a statistical.
You said what?
Most black men don't have children.
How y'all doing?
I've dated a lot of black men who didn't have
doing?
children too.
Yeah, most
And
black
I
men
got
don't have.
kids.
Yeah, most black men don't have children.
But
Like I said, I always say this: being a baby mama is bad if you're not the cutest, but you can get away with it if you're pretty enough or shaped a certain type of way or still hold your frame. Like if you
mean nothing.
What you mean? What you mean?
I don't think, from what I hear, like my best friend, she dated somebody who had a baby mama. This guy had a baby mama,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, everybody involved was attractive. It wasn't like whatever attractiveness is, because that's based on your preference.
Yeah.
But it still didn't work out. So
Well,
like,
everybody gonna have a fail. I'm gonna say 99% of all relationships gonna fail. If you don't get married, and then you gotta think about divorce rate is like 70%. So like everybody pretty much relationship is going to fail. Statistically speaking, I'm just putting the statistic. If you've never been married, every relationship you've had has failed. If marriage is your goal, everybody's okay. I know there's gonna be the caveat. If marriage is your goal, then you know marriage was your goal for a long time. That means you are 100% failure.
Damn, my nigga, that's fucked up.
It's true.
I'm just saying,
you
trying to say I just suck at relationships?
No.
We all do.
That's not the goal. Is not to be perfect. The goal is, am I willing to take your imperfectness and work with that?
Because so I have 2 children. My kids are big. My oldest baby just graduated from high school on Friday. I got an 18 and a 16-year-old. So
and
it's easier for me to date too, because like I can move around. My kids,
you gotta worry about
my oldest daughter got her own business. I don't even take care of her anymore. She bought her own car. She got
wow.
Here.
So but what was I finna say? Oh, but look, the next guy I date, I kind of don't really want him to have kids. So I want him to have older kids, because
so y'all can do what y'all want to do.
Yes, and I think about having another child. I'm not too sure yet.
You want another kid?
Perhaps. Like I want a boy. I had 2 girls. I think about it, but I selfishly I kind of not want him to have children. Kind of sort of, so that we can live that little life.
Interesting.
It
might be pretty cool, because like I said, your children gone, so
it is very
that one is about to go to college right now, and I don't think she ever gonna come back. She might, but she's so, I'm saying, like, she's so independent. She is just,
I love that for her.
Whew, this girl's going.
All right. Then know when you get old, she gonna take care of you. She got you.
I don't know. My kids said they was gonna put me in a home, and I was
I'm weak as fuck.
And I was like, well, we not that far in age, so you better hope. Yeah, I decline before you.
I'm weak.
She should probably
put her in a home.
I ain't gonna do that.
I don't mind. Yeah, I don't care about getting put in a home. It'd probably be fun.
They take all your money. They take all your check. They gonna lie to you.
It just depends if you get a good nurse.
You
they be abusing people.
Hey, real talk,
be abusing my auntie.
Yeah.
They like, and she big too, and like she had a stroke, and so like her left side don't move. So sometimes they'd take days without rolling her, so she get bed sores.
Really get sick.
Like little shit like that.
Does she have kids?
She got no kids either.
Oh,
so she got nobody. See, like we have to go see her, because she'll call me. She's like, well, you ain't come and see me in a long time. And so like I had got in trouble really bad when I was in high school. So I got kicked out the house. And so she was like the only one there. like let me in and stuff like that. Well, she was the only house I wanted to go to. Right.
Yeah.
So she let me in. I still did what I want to do, still went to school, had my own whip, bought my own cars and stuff like that. So it was just like she was always there for me, giving me money, sliding money in my pocket, looking out for her. And so sometimes I feel bad when she called me. Like, I ain't seen you in a minute. Yeah. And I'm like, auntie, you way in Center Point. Like, that's on the other side of town.
Act like that's in another city. I mean, in another state. I mean, that's
driving 30 hour. That's 30 minutes there, 30 minutes
30
back.
minutes after you just worked
30 minutes
11,
there,
12.
30 minutes
That's already an hour.
Oh,
and then I already gotta sit. I already gotta sit there. We ain't gonna do shit.
My Lord.
I'm just gonna wait.
It's excuses. Just take some time out to see her.
Yeah, it's
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 worth
not that
it.
far.
It's
I'm trying to
definitely
tell
worth
you, when people is gone, they is gone.
And you don't want to live with regret. That's
see your
gonna
people.
eat you
I
up
don't think I'm gonna live with
harder.
regret. This sound fucked up. I don't think I'm gonna live with
Go
regret.
see your people.
Because I'm a
for.
person. I'm a person like this. So she had a stroke because of her
Husband?
no, her stupidity.
Oh, okay.
So my uncle had died, and it ain't funny.
Laughing is wild.
But my uncle had died, and so she started dating this new dude, right? But she had to take blood pressure medicine, and she claimed the blood pressure medicine fucked with her libido.
Probably did.
It could.
And she said she stopped taking the blood pressure medicine.
She get hurt.
So she got sex. And then as soon as she had the stroke, she went to the nursing home. The nigga never came and saw her.
I mean,
And
she didn't know that was gonna happen though.
Yeah, like,
She
we
didn't know
have
that he was gonna be. Yeah,
guilty pleasures. Like, that's just like human. Now, I thought you was gonna say she was doing some fucked up shit.
Not taking your
Everybody
blood pressure
wanna
medicine and you already like 400 pounds and stuff like that. Come on, man.
Well, she could have
You'd be
got
surprised
healthier
how
before
many
she
people
did.
don't take their blood pressure medicine. They don't think it's important.
I get what you're saying, but blood pressure is that's what I'm saying. At this point, we've seen so many people have issues because of blood pressure medicine.
They still don't care. Yeah.
Right. So that's a priority. You're not prioritizing making sure you take it. So that's the difference. That's how I feel about a lot of this shit. You don't prioritize it, you don't think it's important. The studies and the stats and the life experiences, your observable reality is out there for you to see what has happened, what is going on. You know what crack done to you, you know what taking your blood pressure do, you know what having sex recklessly do, you know, all this stuff is out there. People continue to do it.
Yeah.
Right. So like I said, I have very low empathy for like stuff like that. What you say?
It's called cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
That's when we do things that we know is wrong, but we do it
Yeah.
anyway. Like I know I'm smoking bad, but I'm gonna smoke anyway.
Yeah.
Cognitive dissonance.
And then be mad about you catch cancer.
Yeah.
Smoking a cigarette or something.
Cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I said, the humans. That's why I say that's why it's hard for me to put faith in a motherfucker that do something that you know is bad for you. And you mean to me, I got to put my life.
So
in
you don't ever indulge in that?
I do. That's what I'm saying. I know me.
Hell,
and
all those bitches drinking.
Knowing myself. Like I said, I have a high level of introspection. Knowing myself and know what I do and know who I am as a person is why I tend to not trust people. Because it's some days, like even being married, some days like I don't do this shit.
Yeah,
I'm committed. I made a commitment because I said I was going to do this.
I feel you said I've been quitting my job for 8 years and end up right back. I said I feel you because I've been quitting my job for 8 years and still end up right back in that bitch.
Yeah, but one day you might wake up and actually quit.
Well, shit, that'll probably be another 10 years from now.
Long as you ain't one of those people that I just looked up type people. And you be like, I just looked up and I didn't spend this many years and I'm supposed to do X, Y, and Z. That's what I tell them. That's one of the things I tell my female friends. Don't be the I just looked up female where you spend 5, 7, 10 years with a dude settling. Like, oh man, I just looked up and I ain't know I spent this much time. Like, bro, what?
Nah, I ain't one of them. I appreciate.
I'm just saying.
I appreciate what I got. What my job provides for me. Like I said, they keep my lights on, keep my bills paid. So I appreciate that, but at the same time, I still don't like what the fuck I do. But she at the same time,
find something else then.
Nigga, you don't think I'm licking? I got the Indeed app read the fuck now.
Oh,
The job market is very shit right now.
Say what?
It's very bad right now.
What
It's about job market.
Yeah, I'm already knowing that why I ain't left here.
It's horrible.
Very bad.
Boss, if you watching, don't listen to me.
I'm pretty sure your boss know this too.
Yeah,
everybody knows it.
Oh yeah, ready to leave. Get the fuck out of there. Goddamn.
Exactly.
Damn.
Everybody feel it.
Anybody got any closing marks? Anything they want to talk about before we dip up out of here? Everybody good?
I just want to say,
this your closing remark?
This my closing remark.
All right, give your closing remark and your stuff and all that. We're going to make our rounds.
All right. Just prioritize yourself. If you're not happy, then if you're not happy in a relationship, it's not gonna work out. Because if you're not happy, then y'all ain't gonna be happy. That's what I'm gonna leave. And follow me on all social media. On Instagram and catch my pics. That's catch_my_pics. You don't want to miss it. Facebook at Christian Jones. TikTok at Christian Jones 7. And I'm gone. I'm finna go pee.
There's a lot of light skin shit going on right
Am
now.
I giving my closing remarks?
Yes.
Okay, my closing remarks are to just please take care of yourself. Okay, you only get one body. Just take care of yourself, mentally, physically, all that good stuff. Do what's best for you. At the end of the day, prioritize yourself. Y'all have a wonderful night. I enjoyed this. And follow me on Instagram.
Where you at on Instagram?
Oh, it's __.amaya. Amaya is spelled AMAIYA.
I was waiting for the applause. Yeah. I think my closing remark is I want to should I shameless plug about therapy again?
Say what you gonna say.
Yes, I'm gonna touch back to that piece about therapy. Let's change the narrative of therapy. I know that for a long time, especially in the Black community, therapy is looked at a certain way, but I can honestly say that I am so grateful that I am in therapy. And yes, two things which were one. Yes, I believe God can heal, but I also too believe that therapy was put in place for a reason. So tap into that. It's just so empowering to know that I've gotten to a certain point and I've become this woman that I've become because I put in the work to go to therapy and sit down and talk. No matter how ashamed I am, no matter how uncomfortable it is, just operate in that moment of uncomfortableness. It will be comfortable at one point. Just stick it out. That's my thing. I tell people just stick through it, stick it. Just go with it. It's uncomfortable. It sucks. It doesn't feel good.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
But just stick it. Just go with it. Because the end result is beautiful. Oh, okay. I'm sure your ring fell out. Oh yeah, follow my Instagram. Purely Ken. Y'all know how to spell purely. Then KENNN. It's 3 N's at the end on Instagram. Yep,
You don't do the knitting as a business?
Oh yeah, I don't. I do it on the side. I do crochet. Okay. I don't knit. I crochet.
Oh, crochet.
It's a difference.
Crochet is wild.
Oh, okay.
I do crochet.
No, I ain't saying. I'm saying because I ain't heard of it.
That term, yeah. I do crochet. I've made tops. I've made bottoms. Yeah. So if y'all want a custom piece, I guess DM me.
She also retwists my hair from time to time.
I do that too. I do a lot of little things. Okay. What you say? 7 streams income.
You know what I said.
I know what you said.
Waiting on you, Lauren.
Hey y'all, I'm getting sleepy. I came late, but I appreciate y'all having me here. All I gotta say is women mostly, but men too. Trust your gut.
Absolutely.
Once you get that weird feeling, and you know what feeling I'm talking about, listen to it, okay? And leave. Look at my shirt. It say dump him. Dump that nigga, man. Stop being scared. Move
You put
on.
your trust in that nigga.
You feel me?
How you feel?
Because when it's real, your ass to know. Motherfuckers ain't gonna have you feeling weird if they fuck with you.
Okay.
And that's it. Drop some mic.
Well, my closing remarks is don't put your trust in nobody. And the reason that I say that is if you could trust yourself 100%, then you should. If you stick to goals, if you find yourself winning a lot, then I say you should trust other people because you know what you can and have achieved in life. But if you do just human shit, just understand that other people are human. Now, it does not mean you should not date. It does not mean you shouldn't have friends, but just understand we all fall short. And sometimes you might need to lend a little bit of grace here or there because people do fall short, even if they do have good intentions. Some people don't mean to cheat when they first get together and married. Sometimes shit happens. I'm not saying it's a forgivable offense. I'm just saying you got to understand, like, you might have had an urge to cheat, and I'm just using cheating as an example. It could be anything like that. The human experience is so vast and on a spectrum and moves so quickly and ever changing, and we always learning ourselves. The person that I was at 15 is definitely different than at 25 and 35. So, like I said, don't put your trust in nobody because that will get you hurt. And just understand we are living a human experience. It's the New Normal Podcast, and we gone.
Love that.